things. Cool. I need to come up with like an intro section. This is really not working for me. Just check that I've turned all the mics on, that I'm doing all the things, I've done everything correctly.
Oh yeah, let's see if sound coming through.
I don't know, sound coming through?
Yeah, seems to be. Yeah, I can hear me and you, and I assume that means everyone else will come through.
Yeah, good. Okay, cool. So, we are roll for dopamine. Yay! We have more people sick because why would we ever be healthy all at the same time? And because of that, Wombat is going to run a one-shot for us. So we've all come up with brand new level 3 characters. Wombat, take it away.
Ooh, hi. Recently, all 3 characters came across a notice board that said the following, which will set the tone for our events tonight. Dear adventurers, are you a hero? Slayer of dragons, rescuer of nobility, savior of the people? Well, this pamphlet is not for you. But if all these things are goals you aspire to, then perhaps you should keep reading. Our town is but a small nothing. We actually don't even appear on most maps. We were founded by deep earth miners long ago, those said mines have long ago dried up. We serve as a relic, a small but niche museum, and most commonly, a place to stay for travellers on longer journeys to bigger places. We may not be the flashiest or the grandest, but we greet everyone with an honest smile, provide food, shelter, and stories, and have even been named in the top 5 pork chops you need to try before you die in Faroon's Continental Travel Guide's 1489 DR. Unfortunately, last month a traveller came through and took our generosity and courteousness in stride, and proceeded to steal our town's only other claim to fame, the tiered ruby. A pure ruby the size of roughly an oven mitt in the shape of a teardrop, pulled from the mines in a time long past. The unaltered gem is said to be what our very town was founded on, and has since sat in the centre of our town, serving as both its heart and a museum piece, put us on the occasional map. We cannot offer you fame or riches as a reward, but as a town we have come together to raise a sum of 102 gold. It and our eternal gratitude shall be bestowed upon any adventurer or adventurers whom can return our ruby, the heart of our tiny town. Signed, Sigmuts, Mayor of the Red-Tiered Town. Having read this, our 4 adventurers find themselves in the centre of the Red-Tiered City, meeting with its Mayor Sigmund, where our journey begins. I should probably let the characters introduce themselves before I start, so if you would all like to do that. Oh, I should leave that. Obel, you first.
Right, I'm Grumpy. I mean, most people call me Grumpy. Yeah, I'm out doing my dwarf thing. Used to be a soldier, now just fucking about. Just lay about.
Did you happen to share, like, a cabin with 6 other dwarfs and a woman?
I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, committing none. Anyway, I'm a life domain cleric now. Also,
Lars, would you like to introduce second?
Hi, I'm Pug. I'm a halfling monk. I was separated from my family when I was quite young. I got lost, and the monks took me in. So I was half raised by monks, half raised by the community around me. I'm very sociable, and I'm excited to learn about the world, and I'm going on an adventure to learn it. So yeah.
Nice. Morgs, you're up.
That was incredibly cute, Loz. I'm Liafra, and I'm just a traveller. I'm just living a good life, and Grumpy and I know each other. We're friends. We go way back. We've had a lot of good times. I'm just a, fun-loving girl at heart.
And finally, Pat.
So before you stands a very battle-worn turtle. You see a javelin and a large axe strapped to the back of a very, chipped and marred shell. And he just looks very gruffly at all of you. And gives you all a bow.
alright, good on you, mate.
Hiya.
Just a shout out real quick to Wombat. Somebody in the chat thinks you're sexy. Nips ANC thinks he's sexy.
Thanks, Mitch. Love you too. As our adventurers stand before the mayor, he talks. Thank you all for answering our call. It is genuinely a privilege to have folks such as yourself come to our town in its time of need. The only road north leads up to the mines. It's not very far. Our town was built at the base of the mine. All of the mines were shut long ago, but shortly after our Ruby went missing, one of the doors seemed to be forced open. It's our only lead, so we can only assume that's where our traveler went. I really wish I had something more that I could give you, but I'm afraid that's it. So unless you folks have any questions, I wish you all the best of luck and hopefully see you soon.
Can you tell us more about the traveler?
The traveler was dressed in a black hooded robe. He came through quite late in the night. Said he wanted to tour the museum. We told him it was closed. He was welcome to stay and see it in the morning. He asked about a few things, the ruby, some of the old mining equipment, where it was found, if we had any records of it, which unfortunately we don't. Its time was before the town. When we woke up in the morning, well, there was a lot of destruction, and he was seen fleeing by some witnesses, but other than that, we don't know much else about him.
How long ago did that happen?
That was about a month ago now. I think 41 days.
Okay.
And who are the witnesses that saw him fleeing?
Some of the farmers who'd gotten up early to tend to the crops, they'd seen the man that matched the description running, though they thought nothing of it at the time. It wasn't until after we realized the museum was robbed.
Not very sneaky to run off, literally.
Oh, well, I mean, we don't have a lot of security, to be honest with you. I'm not sure there's too much need for sneak.
Too right, too right.
In what direction did he flee?
North, right up that gate. Again, there's only one road that leads to the mines, and that's about it.
Right, so your mate fled into the mines.
As best we can tell, again, that's as much as we got, I'm afraid.
Can we have a
How
quick
far?
chat with some of the farmers?
How far away from where we are is the mines?
Oh, it'd take you maybe 5 minutes to walk there. We're right at the base. You can see them if you just look up that way.
Okay.
You're welcome to head down south and see if some of the farmers are tending their field, if that's what you'd like.
Go check out the mines? What do you guys think?
I think the portal is just gonna beeline straight for the mine entrance.
Okay.
Goodbye then, I guess. Good luck.
Thank you.
As you say that, he turns around and like bows and keeps walking away.
For that, the man will leave you to it. And if you are heading north, then I think you will all find that the DM may have slipped something into your backpacks. So if you'd all like to take a look at that. As your characters progress up north, there is indeed only one road, and it is really the only possible road to follow, with dirt and piles on the side of each side of the road. You're unable to really traverse in any other direction. It's quite an easy direction to follow. You make your way up to where the mines are, these mountains of dirt growing and valleys starting to deepen. Once you have had a look at your backpack, I have something fun for you all. I would like you each to roll your favorite dice and tell me the result.
Guys, I'm now that person. I didn't get dice out. Oh my god. I'll be back!
It has to be your favorite.
I got 99 on its D100.
Wow.
Oi. All right.
Wow. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to grab mine.
Okay.
So many dice, so many choices. My dragon dice is not
Also, thank you, DM. Thank you very much for my present. I appreciate it.
Yeah, big fan.
I rolled a natural 1.
Solid.
Let's hope that is a good time to roll it.
Hey Morgan, you sure you didn't want to be twins? Because, samesies.
Ooh.
So, 2 of the dwarves fall over and die.
Roll a new character.
got to be a record for the quickest character death. I'm sure we can get there.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Using the bone die. Or 6 out of 6.
6. All right. As you continue north, the walls grow steeper and steeper. You go to turn corners, which are the only ones you can turn. You have long streets, and you begin to wonder, is there other footsteps here? Perhaps we're not the first travelers to come through here. Pondering this.
Oh, sorry.
Hopefully.
I want to roll perception.
Want to roll perception?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm putting that dice
I
in
got an
jail.
8.
Yep, there's disturbed dirt. Could be bugs, could be travelers, could be the weather. As you continue on your road, you'd make a turn, and you've almost bumped directly into a rather short goblin, who smiles gleefully at you. Oh, what do we have here? Travelers, eh? Tell you what, 20 gold pieces and I never saw you.
Why would we want you to never have seen us?
Because I have a sword.
There's also
Hey,
4 of us.
The turtle will approach said goblin with great axe drawn, hold to his throat, and I would like to roll intimidation.
Go ahead.
That is a 17 with a...
The goblin is intimidated. He takes a step back. Can I get you to make a, I believe, a dexterity saving throw?
I'm not good at those. That is an 8.
8. Alright. You're gonna have to bear with the dungeon master for a minute. He's just learning how to math quite quickly.
Can I suggest next time you travel with your calculator?
I'm just trying to figure out which dice to roll.
Ah, that too.
Okay.
Trying to figure out what appeared in my backpack.
Neither
Oh, you
can I.
can't find what's in your backpack?
It's probably green.
Oh, it's that thing. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, DM.
Probably green.
Unseen from behind, further back, as none of you looked, there are more goblins, and one of them has just shot you with an arrow. If you could all please roll for initiative. You take
yeah.
5 points of damage.
5 points damage.
Guys, I
rolled.
rolled digital dice and also rolled a nat 1.
I rolled a 10.
I roll initiative with advantage, and I still got a 4.
I don't think that. Oh, I also roll initiative with advantage. I don't know what I got. I can't see the log.
Sorry, with advantage. 16.
16.
Oh, we're rolling with advantage?
No. I just have advantage on initiative because of my character.
Oh, okay. Then 10. Sorry.
10?
DM.
I got 8.
Morgs, what were you there?
8.
8.
I get +2 to my initiative. I've got initiative proficiency. I've never seen this before. How good is that?
It is new.
Mm.
I got a 6.
6 is your total?
Yep.
Initiative proficiency. How did you get that?
Initiative?
Initiative.
Yeah, proficient initiative. Proficient
Initiative.
for initiative.
Definitely quicker with digital when I could just do all of these at once.
Deception, disgrace. Can't DM that quickly.
Alright.
Fair use.
That was not. It wasn't 30 seconds. It's fine.
Pat, I believe you are in front of everyone else as you step forward with your axe.
My initiative was 4.
Yes, but you step forward, so position-wise, you're standing in front of everyone else.
He wants to know if you're the victim or not.
Well, I mean, okay, so give me like a lay of the land in front of my turtle. Like, there's obviously the goblin that I intimidated.
Goblin you intimidated?
Yeah, how far away are the rest of the goblins?
About 15 feet away are 2 more goblins.
Okay. Alrighty.
One of whom just shot you with a bow.
Son of a bitch. Alright, I'm just gonna pull my, I'm gonna pull back my great axe and just fucking cleave at this goblin in front of me.
I'm afraid he's rolled higher than you, so he'll be going first.
Okay, that's fine. Go for it.
And he
In
is
which case,
going
he's
to...
definitely not going to do that.
He's going to be swinging at you with that scimitar. Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
Very unfortunate for Mr. Goblin.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
Next up, we have our second goblin, who will also be throwing, this time, a hex spell at you. Well, that's extremely unfortunate. I'm going to assume a 7 doesn't hit.
You assumed right.
Well, that was an excellent use of time. Loz, you are up next. What would you like to do?
How many goblins are there?
3.
Okay. Well, how far away am I from them?
You're about 5 feet from one of them and, say, 15, 16 feet from the other 2.
Oh, I'm going to try and stab the first one closest to me with a spear.
Okay. If you could roll a AC, DC check? I'm doing well.
Okay.
Did-
22 to hit.
Yeah, 22 most definitely hits.
Did the other 2 goblin get any closer to us? On their
No,
turn?
they both stayed away.
Okay. Smart move.
Okay, in which case I 12 damage, please.
Well. And you said that was your spear?
Yep.
Goblin takes your spear hit quite begrudgingly and indeed looks like it has hurt him quite badly, clutching with one hand where he was hit. Spitting some blood, he stares up, eager to see what happens next. Morgs, you are up.
Can I do a bonus action?
Oh, yes, sorry, please.
Thank you. I would like to do a flurry of blows.
Oh, hit him again!
Yeah, so for 14.
For 14. As opposed to clutching his wound now, the goblin simply topples over covered in his own blood, while the other 2 look slightly less confident in their ability to tackle this team
I
or extort
be-
your gold.
I could be wrong. That was a 14 to hit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 14 to
Oh, I
hit.
was thinking that's a shit ton of damage. 14.
I mean, I'll take it, but it's probably... I'm not that cool.
It's quite a powerful fist you give that
It's definitely
goblin.
not coming from the mind of, I want to kill this motherfucker.
Oh, you know what? I'm
I
so
want to
sorry. That
kill.
doesn't hit.
14 doesn't hit a
Okay.
goblin? Okay.
Yep. So I take it back. The goblin is not, in fact, dying and is still there clutching his sword. Would you like to do anything else?
Thank you. That's it. I'm good.
That's it?
Yep.
Morgs, you are up.
Yeah, I am going to aim for the goblin next to Pod. That's your name, right, Pat? Pat's
I don't
character.
have a name.
A series of frustrated grunts is his name.
Oh. Sorry. Next to a series of frustrated grunts.
So you are allowed to give me a name if you so choose.
Maybe I'll come to that later.
Kelly.
Just
Hell.
help out your mate already. Like, who gives a shit?
I'm gonna use my short bow, and because one of my allies is within 5 feet of him, that my target, I will get sneak attack if I hit.
Oh, okay.
So does 16 hit?
A 16 does indeed hit.
Yay! Okay. So that's gonna be 6 plus 10, 16.
16. Well, yes, this time, and I'm quite confident to say, our first goblin is well and truly dead, as your bow doesn't just impact him, it shoots him backwards and he lands on his back in a splatter of fantastic blood, having very clearly been drained of life. Would you like to do anything else before you end your turn?
I will not, and I'll just point out that by not moving in this turn, I'll have advantage next turn on my next attack roll, FYI.
Good to know.
The
Obel,
chat,
you are up.
the chat is suggesting that we call him Grunter.
Grunter.
Oh, Gunter, like Grunter. Just in case anybody's interested. I'm still all on board with your mate. Here's a question for you, GM.
mate?
Yeah, here's a question for you, GM. How strict are you going to be on spell components? Like, if I fuck around with my spell components, is that okay?
If it is entertaining.
Excellent. I would like to reach into
Within reason is the asterisk.
Yeah, I'd like to reach into my bag and grab like 3 mini Powerades and then biff them at everybody. Be like, all right, you gotta drink up. And I'm gonna cast Aid. So 3 creatures within range. Each target gets a hit point maximum and a current hit point increase for 5 for the duration of this spell. So everybody gets 5 extra HP.
5 temporary hit points.
Just saying, your backpack, I don't believe, says it contained Gatorade.
I believe it's Powerade.
Powerade, so I don't believe I see either in your backpack.
Ah, well, fine then. I will take a strip of white cloth that I tear away from the bottom of my dress robe, tie it around my hand, and cast Aid.
Okay.
What's the duration on the spell?
The duration is for as long as I can hold concentration.
Fun. Cool.
Would you like to do anything else?
No, that will be my turn. Actually, I would like to move further away from the cacophony in front of me.
How far would you like to move?
Probably as far as I can. No, I will still want to be within 30 feet of my teammates.
Okay. Get you back there. Done. Pat, Mr. Grunt or Old Mate, what would you like to do for your turn?
Okay, so the 2 remaining goblins, how far away from each other are they?
Bet at about 8 feet.
Like, are they right next to each other? Like, if we're talking like 5 foot
No, they're
increments
on like
in D&D.
opposite sides of the street.
Okay.
Or the path,
All right.
sorry. No,
That's
actually.
okay. So if I was to stand in the middle of them, would I be within 5 feet of them? Of
Yes.
both of them?
Yes.
Okay, so, old mate, kind of lets out a very begrudged sigh at the goblin that died in front of him, that he really wanted to kill, and looks up at the one that, shot him, and, like, gives a yell as he runs over with the great axe drawn, and just pulls it down on top of that goblin. A 19 to hit.
A 19 will hit. Is that a natural 19?
It was not a natural 19.
Okay.
So that goblin takes 9 cleaving damage. And then my great axe, like my fighter class activates the cleave action with my great axe, which once per turn, if I hit a creature, I can make another melee attack against another creature within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
So
Is that a fresh roll?
it is a fresh roll. One moment.
Roll away.
So the second one ignore the 11, it takes 7 points. So it's basically my weapon roll without my modifiers.
Okay. Do you need to do another AC check for that hit, or does that just count towards the same one?
Oh, good point. I forgot
You
about
probably
that.
have to roll another attack.
Yeah, I do. Never mind. It does nothing.
I'm afraid you missed
Swing
that
it
for the
in
name.
Oh well.
Anything else you'd like to do before you end your turn?
I don't think I can do it as a bonus action. So no, I'm good.
Alrighty, well, coming back to our first goblin, he lies motionless on the floor as blood spurts out from him because he's dead. However, Goblin number 2 is not suffering from this problem. He is, however, suffering from the fact that he just had an axe dropped on his face, and this makes him quite annoyed. So he will be taking his scimitar and swinging it right at your back, Pat.
He can try.
What's the
Let's see
difference
if he has
between a
any more luck,
scimitar
shall
and
we?
a scimitar?
Sorry?
What's the difference between a scimitar and a scimitar? Is it the because he's just skimming it off the top, or?
It's just how much fun my lexicon is having. Will a 23
It's like
hit?
skim milk.
Yes, a 23 will hit.
Oh no, that's not the right. I don't roll a d20 for damage. That would be horrific. Unless you'd like to take a d20 for damage.
I might cry.
You take 6 points of damage, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks for those temporary hit points, Grumpy.
Anytime, mate, anytime.
Taking the bonus. No, we shall move on, and finally our third goblin. Is going to hit you with a stick. Oh, that's actually not the lowest check.
I get more
21
information on
hit.
this stick.
Pardon?
I believe a 21 will hit.
Yes. Yes, the 21 will hit. Those two goblins are rolling mighty high, my friend.
Well, I should maybe have a little camera up here so you can see my dice roll.
Well, that's okay.
It
seems you have the opposite problem that Matt does.
Don't worry, I've had both ends of the problem.
I would like to credit a joke to the chat, which is I only want scimitar that tastes like real scimitar. Or I only want real scimitar that tastes like real scimitar.
2%. That's all we got. Speaking of, you take a whole 2 damage.
2% of damage.
Damn twig.
The stick more bounces off you, leaving a bit of a bruise, annoying nonetheless. However, the goblins have found themselves slightly out of actions. Loz, what would you like to do?
I want to stab the dude with the stick.
I want to
My-
stab.
Which one would you like to stab? And will you be moving over to them, or will you just be reaching out across a distance?
Oh, I want to move up right across from them and stab them with the spear.
This tastes like scimitar and only 2% damage. Sorry, just chat. Just chat.
Keep it going, chat. We'll make some
11 to
highlights.
hit. I think that's going to fail with stick.
I will first ask, which of the goblins are you trying to hit?
Stick goblin.
Stick goblin?
Stick goblin.
Stick it to
I'm
him.
afraid that is still a miss.
Okay, can I bonus action try and hit him again?
I don't believe so, unless someone wants to correct me. I don't think you can attack again on a bonus action if you miss the first.
Flurry of blows, though. I believe you do get a second attempt.
I thought it was only if you hit. I don't mind. Try hit him with the butt of the stick. Why not?
I got a 20. Dirty 20.
That will hit.
Okay, so immediately after you take an action, you can spend a key point to do flurry of blows. So how many key points have you
I
spent?
assume you shall spend a key point then?
Yes.
So immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So you get 2 strikes.
So you can't use flurry as the bonus action?
No, so flurry of blows is 2 strikes, 2 unarmed strikes. So it's like you hit on your action, and your follow-up is like an elbow and then the other hand.
In my mind it was the butt end of the spear, but anyway. I like the butt end of the
It's
spear.
specifically unarmed, so not a weapon.
Oh, she's got a spear.
Yeah, so she can make an attack with the spear. The follow-up is 2 unarmed strikes. If she chooses to do flurry of blows, and she has to spend a key point to do so.
Alright, assuming we do that, that is 2 rolls then, I believe, to hit.
Okay, well, the first one hits and it's 7 damage. And then... And I'll do the second one. and that is a 23.
Funnily enough, that hits.
Yep. And 4 hit points. 4 damage.
Goblin, absolutely gleeful that your spear did nothing, smiles at you only to receive a fist directly to the teeth. Staggering backwards, she moves and then bounces back like a punching bag, only to receive the second one, blood pouring from their face. They're dazed, they're clearly looking about, they're not quite sure how many of you there are at this point. They could swear it was 4, but right now it might be 8 or 12. However, they are still standing.
Hey Loz, when do your key points reset?
I think I have to have a long rest.
And sorry, my apologies. They are called focus points now, not key points.
Sorry, focus points.
Oh, short rest. Continue.
Will that be your turn?
That's it.
Yes. Morgs, you are up.
Okay, I will go for the short bow again. And I have that, I'm just checking that I'm remembering that correctly, the advantage. I'm just checking if it's on the actual hit or not. Where did it go? I can't find it. Ah, yeah, on my next attack roll. So that's the hit roll, isn't it?
Sorry,
Is
what's
this for advantage?
Yes.
so advantage?
Can you let me know what the mechanic is called?
Sure. Sorry. Steady aim.
Steady aim.
Oh no, it's for the current term. Damn it.
That
Oh,
would
well,
make more
I
sense. So
haven't
you got it on the
moved.
last one, but not the next one. I mean, not
Yeah.
the current one.
But I haven't moved on this turn. So, no, but. Wait, I'm not understanding. Sorry. So I can have it if I do 2 attacks on the second one?
I think it is that you get the advantage on the first turn, but you don't then get it on the next turn.
But how do I get it like this turn?
So
Because
okay.
I'm not going to move.
According to the source book, as a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll in the current turn. So you
So
can
use your bonus action, and then you can do that.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's just go for the short bow then. For the remaining, one of the remaining goblins. That was
Which
4.
one? The one on the left or the one on the right? The one who has been punched, or the one who took an axe to the face?
I'll go for the one that's being punched because I imagine they're standing stronger.
And you rolled a 14?
Yeah, does that hit?
A 14 does indeed hit our bleary-eyed friend.
Excellent. So, oh, that was only a 4.
So can I get you to make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yes, you can. One moment. Oh, an 8.
I'm afraid then your attack has been negated and missed due to the goblin's jinx.
Okay. Can I do the bonus action?
So you already
thing?
used your bonus action to get advantage.
Yes. And then can I?
Your speed is now 0. You can't move.
Yeah, I don't want to move. I want to try and use my advantage because it needs to be on the same.
I think you
turn.
used advantage, didn't you, to get your initial roll?
Mm-mm. No.
I tell you what, I will give you your advantage. You can take one more crack at your wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll take it. Oh, that was even worse. I only got a 5.
That has not worked out well for you. I think action and bonus action and out of movement, that's you done.
Thank you.
Obel, how would you like to follow up?
How would I like to follow up? By calling out the jokes that are happening in chat. That's really
Let's
great.
do it.
I can't believe you named him Old Mate and not like Donatello for turtle based things. And then
That's me.
Yeah. And then there's too many rules lawyers in this party.
It's my first time. I require the help.
I think it was getting at the audience, but that's fine. Okay, cool. I would like
they're
to
helping, so, go easy on them. Anyway, what do you want to do with an
cast Guiding Bolt. I would like to send a bolt of light towards one of the creatures and hopefully skewer them from existence with the power of my god.
Guiding light.
Guiding Bolt.
Sorry, guiding bolt.
So it's an attack roll from me, I believe. Action time. Yeah.
I wish you'd set that all in character.
What do you mean, mate? I'm just gonna cast a Guiding Bolt. It's gonna be fucking king shit. Me and my god, I'm just gonna fucking do it,
So whereabouts is guiding bolt on the character sheet?
It
So
is
I can
a
have look.
cleric spell.
So it'll be in the spell section.
It'll be in the
I
spell
don't see it in
section.
the spell section.
It's in the spell section. I have a +3 to hit, which is a 9, so I know that I'm missing.
You are indeed missing.
Cool. Well, guess my faith is a little bit.
Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
Pray for some guidance, I guess. Nothing.
Having thrown your practically useless magic and failing, you then drop to your knees, praying for guidance, asking, what is it that you did wrong? What is it that you have done to displease someone so greatly that you couldn't hit a stammering goblin? And with that, I believe your turn is over.
It is indeed.
Donatello, what would you like to do?
Old mate's coming in for the swing with the great axe again.
Will you be swinging to the left or swinging to the right?
I'm swinging at the one that I hit first.
Okay,
So
so
the one
we're going back to the one you hit in the head.
Yeah, I'm just kind of in the middle of the road, swinging back and forth. Alrighty. That is a 17 to hit.
You will indeed hit with a 17.
Cool.
How much damage will you be doing today, sir?
6 slashing damage.
And just for character reference, you said you're going straight over the top?
Pretty much. And then I'm gonna go back the other way.
Purely for amusement's sake, and this won't impact the actual numbers, but just for my role-playing, could you do a strength check for me?
I mean, sure. No, we don't want that. That one. So it better have no fucking bearing on the result.
Don't worry, it won't. You heave this axe up. You swing over with intent to absolutely cleave this fucker clean in two, and your axe sinks about half an inch into his skull. It's not quite the result you were going for, but as you watch his eyes twitch inward, you realize, yep, you've got his brain. Technically, you still did the damage you were looking for, just not quite the spectacle you thought you were going to make. And with that, I believe you are hurling that axe back in the opposite direction. If you could please make the appropriate rolls for me.
That's better. That's a 22 to hit.
Well, our 22 will hit. If you could please roll for damage.
That's 8 damage.
8 damage. And you know what? Fuck it. Give me a strength roll. Let's see how far through you're going to get this time.
That is a 10.
A 10. With 10, I'll tell you what. You heave that axe over, and this goblin who is stepping around, almost blind drunk, trying to figure out where the fuck you guys are, is suddenly cleaved from head to hip, almost clean in half. Still not quite sure what happens. She attempts to start casting spells again, but nothing seems to work. Her hands just start fidgeting, and then soon she simply drops dead with the rest of her kin.
Semi-bisected is a thing, right?
Just kind of flapping in the middle.
Would you like to hang around here, or will you be continuing onwards with your journey?
I'm trying to like spell out YMCA, but we were one goblin short.
Donatello picks up the bodies and starts laying them on the floor, making out the YMC. None of you are quite sure what it is he's doing, but he seems rather displeased when he realizes that his math was wrong and he is in fact one goblin short.
What Donatello will actually do is check to like loot the bodies. Basically, is there anything on the bodies that's important?
All right.
And while he's looting, I would like to use Tremor Sense to see for the next 10 minutes if any more people are approaching us. So Tremor Sense is I'm on or touching natural or work stone surfaces, and I can tell if there's any movement in that area.
Okay, do you need to make any sort of roll for that, or is that just passive?
It is dwarf shit.
It is dwarf shit.
In other words, it's passive.
It's passive,
So
yeah.
your dwarf shit gets to work, and you concentrate hard, but you know what? There's fuck all around. There is no movement that you can sense, not so much as a bug.
Cool, and that'll be for the next 10 minutes, yeah? So the whole time
In
that
this
they're
area,
looting.
right?
It's 60 feet from where I am, yeah.
60 feet, yeah. Fuck all.
Cool.
Did I find anything on the goblins or what's left of them?
You found a lot of blood. On the goblin closest to
I
you,
love
there
this stuff.
is 10 gold.
Woo!
Would you like to take it?
I would like to take it.
Will you be telling anyone about that, or shall you be just pocketing it?
There's just grunts. Nothing but grunts. As I
Just
pocket
grunts.
the gold.
As you have looted one goblin, and presumably
I
that would
would
take
like
an amount
to
of time, I will
Stand
give the others an
directly
opportunity
next to
to.
him while he's doing
You
that, and just
understand.
watch it happen.
I'm going to say, before I
I-
just let him loot all three, does anyone else want to do something while he loots the first body?
Well, as Loz's character comes over, like old mate would look up, like hands covered in blood, and just kind of offers you one bloody coin.
Off I go. I'll go and loot some other one. Not thick boy. I want to loot a different one.
Morgs, anything before Pat loots the next body?
I would like to loot as well. If
I had a
can
feeling
get
that might happen.
him. Yeah.
There are 2 goblins left unlooted. Which one would you like to do? The one that was cleaved barely cleaved in like 2%, or the one that took an arrow to the chest?
I'll go for the arrow one.
Arrow to the chest, you find some absolutely munted leather armor, courtesy of the last 5 minutes. A scimitar, which really doesn't look in too good nick. A broken shield, a broken short bow, and 15 gold.
I'll take that gold.
Take that gold. Will you be pocketing that?
I will be.
So please add it to your character sheet.
Thank you.
I'm again going to go and stand directly next to you.
Oh, you're next to Pat at the moment, standing over him.
Damn it, that's fair.
I think we'll both walk over to the other bodies and kind
Yeah,
of
let's say you meet then at the last body. I'm presuming you will be looting it together. Where you find some intact, though rather small leather armor, scimitar, a shield, a short bow, and once again 15 gold.
Splitsies?
Yeah, Donatello kind of like splits it in 3 on the floor and then just takes the middle one.
So Grankle will not be taking any gold then?
No.
Alrighty. Is there anything else
I'm
you'd like
busy
to
doing
do
my
here, or-
tremor sense thing. I'm on edge, listening, feeling for more creepy crawlies in the area.
More creepy crawlies?
Donatello like nudges Loz's character and points at Obel's character and then stomps his foot on the ground.
Right, mate, that was just rude. Trying to do something here. Jesus Christ. Do you fucking mind?
Having clearly not minded, Donatello continues to laugh. Would the party like to stay around and do something else, or will they be continuing on their journey up north?
Donatello, old mate, whatever you want to call him, continues up the road.
Will the rest be following?
Alright, Choco Fox, let's go.
Shortly after this, you come to a much more open clearing where you can see a bunch of old closed mine entrances. Sure enough, there is a single door open, and it is directly in front of you. What would you like to do?
Knock on it.
It is open. Would you like to knock on the inside of the open door?
Close the door and then knock on it.
No, I want to stick my head and be like, hello. Anyone here?
Stick your head in. With the limited light coming in from inside, as far as you can tell, the room is maybe 3.5 by 3.5 meters. It appears to be empty and with a dirt stone floor.
Right, kids, step back. I got a plan. I'm going to grab a stone from the ground. I'm going to cast light on the stone. And then I'm going to biff it into the room.
Can you do a strength check for me?
Sure.
Sorry, an athletics check.
Okay, yeah, athletics.
Yep.
Stand by. Let me find my skills. Athletics. God, sir, give me the thingy. No, I'm good. I'm a beefy boy. That is a 22.
You pick up this rock, enchant it gently with light, and then with juxtaposing strength, you yeet that fucker into the room. It smashes across a wall and evenly distributes light gently over the entire floor.
It's just dust particles all lit up. It's stunningly beautiful in there for a second.
Gorgeous. Someone get a camera in there. DiCaprio's ready for his close-up.
Is it still empty?
It still appears empty.
And nothing reacted to daylight?
And nothing reacted to daylight.
Cool. Okay.
I walk in.
You walk in. Notice that there is a larger stone right under your feet as you walk in.
Can I investigate?
Yeah.
Look for traps and stuff?
You want to investigate looking for traps or just investigate in general?
More looking for traps, but I mean, if I can notice anything else, obviously, like, I'm happy to. But
Sure, give me an investigation roll.
yes, sir. That would be a
I would-
16.
Look in, this room looks as though it may have once been an entrance to a deeper mine, a place where miners could grab a hard hat, a safety vest, and leave their outside clothes, but it has long since been void of that use. It is now just an empty room. There is, however, a door on the other side of it which is closed, and there is some text written on the large stone in the middle of the doorway that you just entered.
I'm going to read the text.
It
What
says,
language is it?
when one door closes in common tongue.
Oh,
So,
Are we-
we
Has
close.
everyone
So we-
gone into the room?
Yeah, let's all go in and then close the door behind us.
You close the door behind you. Suddenly, the room itself is void of light.
There's light dust everywhere.
You feel slightly unhinged in your stomachs as though you were floating. You take a moment to get your bearings. And do any of you have dark vision before I then finish that description?
Dwarves
I
would.
think so, yes. Yes.
Does anyone not have dark vision?
I would also like to point out, if there was the light spell cast in this room, and then all of the light mysteriously goes out, no, even if you had dark vision, you will lose sight for some time.
Yes, I will factor in your loss of sight momentarily.
Okay.
Yes, does anyone not have dark vision?
I don't believe I do.
Pat does not.
I don't. Oh, let me just check.
Pat, you
Yeah.
simply find yourself in the dark, feeling slightly uneasy, like you've just fallen. Not a great distance, but like you were just in the air for a while.
I'm cool with it.
I'm gonna do this until I find someone.
You're a halfling, we're up here.
I know, I'm just gonna find me.
Alright. Loz, in the few seconds it takes for your vision to very briefly adjust, you notice that Pat is... Sorry, not Pat. Doncello, old mate,
Old mate.
is still next to you, but you can't quite see where your other companions have gone. As you look around, there is also something in front of you, but you can't quite make out what it is yet. Obel and Morg, as you look around, you notice you can't see Pat and Loz. What would you all like to do?
Right.
I'm gonna grab what's his face.
I would like to cast locate object and try and locate Lauren, what was your character's called again?
Pug.
Locate Pug's pants. Because that's an object.
Pug's pants.
Do we have to wear them?
I want to take out my dagger because I'm sus.
We have a weapon drawn. We have a spell cast.
So, this is 10 minutes.
Upon feeling Pug touch him in the dark, old mate retreats into his shell. You laugh, but it gives me a +4 to my AC.
Oh, does it? I was going to give you a bonus for that, but if you already get one, then I won't.
No, there is a bonus for a turtle withdrawing and coming out of his shell.
And you have your own bonus, sir. Sorry, locate object. I'm just trying to have a read of that.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna find your hand is one of inside your
describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You can sense the direction to that object's location if that object is within 1,000 feet. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its motion.
You can tell that the object is somewhere to your right and not currently in motion.
Right. Literally, we gotta go right. They're over there somewhere.
Have each of you had an action, a chance to have an action?
No, Morgan hasn't done anything.
She
I just
drew a
took
dagger.
out
You drew
my
a dagger.
dagger. I was just kind of preparing, and I think I would just tell Grumpy I'm going to pull my usual move, and I'm going to hide so that if anyone jumps out, I can sneak attack.
Are you gonna stealth
Right,
into the
Log,
black
can
room?
I get you to make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Ooh,
Yep.
okay.
Yep. I got a 9.
Wait, was that for Loz, sorry? Or was that for everyone? I thought it was for everyone.
No, just for Loz.
Right.
A 9.
Good.
I have way too many notes on different pages. Bear with me, people!
Bearing.
We'll just leave the audience to contemplate why Grumpy is so familiar with Pug's pants that they can cast Locate Object on them.
What you doing?
Feel free to think about it too hard. In the meantime, Log, you take 7 points of damage, and you can please roll a dexterity saving throw once again.
Oh no. Oh no, it's an 8.
We'll take 6 points of damage, and can I get you and Pat to please both roll initiative?
Okay.
I don't like
Betty.
this.
30, 20.
I don't want
That's
it to
a-
be a
that's a
pie.
solid
I
roll.
don't like gravy.
7 from me.
And that was a dirty 20, Loz?
Yep.
Alright, from the direction of attack, you see vaguely in the distance there seem to be 2 small floating shapes in front of you. And in fact, I may ask if someone could tell me how long dark vision takes to kick in, how long before I should give more description.
It's momentary.
Momentary?
Mhm.
Very well, then in front of you, you realize there are 2 small imps floating, who have both just spat fire at you. One might consider that quite rude. But, as it happens, you now get to do something. So, what would you like to do?
Who?
Sorry, you, Loz.
Yep.
Assuming you're not
Um,
dropping dead off 2 hits.
Oh, no, I'm still alive.
Remember your
Um,
5 points, your bonus HP from before. It's up for 8 hours.
I used it. So I would like to get him. Okay.
Swing at them, and what will you be swinging at them with?
Oh, can I talk them down?
No? Stab
No.
them.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna swing at them with my spear. I'm gonna stab him with my spear.
Spear. Spear is piercing damage, yes?
Yes.
Alright, can I get you to please roll AC check?
20 to hit.
20 to hit. I'm very sure a 20 hits, but I do want to check my notes. Yes, it looks like a 20 does hit.
Excellent.
Could you please roll for damage?
10.
10. And sorry, are you attacking the imp on the left or on the right?
Take the right.
On the right. Your spear hits him, though he appears relatively unimpacted by the blow. Would you like to do anything else?
Fuck. Okay, then I will use a bonus. I will use my key point and I'll focus point. And I'm going to unarmed strike him.
Arm
is
striking. Would you like to roll for that, please?
I would. I got a 13.
13. As you strike, you find that your blows seem to almost just pass through him, like it does absolutely nothing.
Cool. Okay.
Any more actions?
That's it.
Pat, would you like to do anything?
I am going to stay in my shell.
In your shell, fair enough. Momentarily, we jump
Feel
back.
free to use me as a shield.
Obel and Morgs, is there currently anything you would like to be doing?
I
You
want
hear
to.
these very vague sounds of battles happening somewhere to the right of you.
I'm heading to the pants.
You turn and you see that there is a wall immediately to your right. It is made of solid dirt, and you're not sure how thick it is.
Okay, where is the noise coming from then? If the noise is it coming through the wall from the same direction?
Seems to be echoing through, not natively. Somehow, though, you can hear it.
Can I investigate the wall and if it's real?
You're welcome to investigate the wall. Please roll.
I got a dirty 20.
It's a fucking wall.
Is there like another path ahead of us? A door?
What's your passive perception?
It is 13.
Yes, there is a door at the end of the room that you are at. It is not far away.
We'll approach the door.
Could
And
you please
open it.
make a dexterity saving throw?
Delightful. That would be a 19.
19. Your reflexes kick in as suddenly something rears towards you. You didn't see it before, but now you see it there in front of you. It is in fact a gelatinous blob right in front of you, and it has just swung to attack.
Well, I
Could,
have my dagger out, so can I...
Counterattack?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yes, please, roll.
Okay, well, that's a 21 to hit.
21 to hit. All right, let's see some damage.
Okay. And that's a 7.
7 damage.
Also, I have some kind of dagger advantage, but I don't really get it.
You want to read it?
Yes, read it out while I do some maths.
It's weapon mastery. It's dagger. And it just says, like, I have a mastery property of daggers. But it doesn't really explain how it works. It says when you make the extra attack of the light property, you can make it part of the attack action instead of as a bonus action. You can make this extra attack only once per turn, but it doesn't say the damage, it doesn't say the advantage, like what I get out of it when like I'm attacking with my dagger.
Hang on, I've got a couple of these as well. So it's the weapon mastery for dagger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suspect that you'll get to use the dagger twice without losing any proficiency bonus for a second attack. Like,
Let me have a quick look.
yeah.
I was literally just doing these on mine.
Yeah. So this is that 2024 rule set we're trying to decipher.
Okay, because I was going to say I've never seen anything like this before. It's a bit confusing.
Yeah, it's just
We wouldn't want it to just be my first time. We've got to have some more coming around.
So I think it means you can. It's basically a second attack without your modifier, as long as you have 2 light weapons, like being held. But I'm just double checking.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be
That checks from in my book.
so it's going to be like your offhand attack that used to be your bonus action. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you are attacking twice as part of your single attack action.
Okay, so I can use my dagger again.
Yes, but
as that
without
was
your
part of a
proficiency.
reaction and not your action, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
But yeah, basically, if you're going to do that, you need to have 2 daggers out, one in your main hand, one in your offhand, and you basically roll 2 of whatever your attack dice
Wombat, what's your passive perception?
That is a great question. One that deserves a great answer.
While you're looking at that, can I use my bonus action after my reaction to hide?
Is that a 5 for your passive?
16.
16. You notice this. Could both of you please roll initiative?
Yes, boss.
I got a natural 20, and plus all of my additives, it's 27.
Mine will be 15.
Slightly lower, but still on the high end of the d20. All right, Morgs, you're up first. In front of you is a gelatinous blob. Behind you is a grankle. That took me a minute to get. Sorry.
It's
What would you like
Grankle,
to
but
do?
everyone calls me Grumpy, so just
Grumpy.
fucking let it go. Yeah.
Behind you is a grumpy dwarf.
Exactly!
Okay, I might. Will it work if I use my short sword for one attack and then my dagger is like that second mastery thing?
As long as they're both light weapons.
They're both light, so yes.
They are. Okay, fantastic. Well, then I will draw my short sword and I will first attack with the short sword.
All right, give me a AC check, please.
15.
A 15 hits.
And that will be. Oh no! A 4.
4 for damage, and that was with
Short sword. And then I'll do
yes.
my nick attack with my dagger. That's a 20. Dirty 20 to hit.
20 will indeed hit.
And another 4 damage.
All right. Let's. Is that your turn?
Actually, can I please? Do I still get a bonus action having used that?
Yes, I believe Nick is instead of your bonus action.
You are right. Okay, then no, I have nothing else that I will do. Actually, if I can step away, like behind.
Are you stepping
one-
outside of 5 feet?
Ideally, yes.
They're getting an action to hit you.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's fine. I want it to attack Grumpy.
Rude.
Then I get sneak attack, and then I'll do even more damage.
Rude.
Right, you move 5 feet back.
Did you get an opportunity attack?
You are welcome to take an opportunity attack against Morgs if you would like.
No.
Just verbal.
Okay.
Your mum would be mad at you.
No, sorry. That's. Both of your passive perceptions, please.
16.
13.
Ooh. Morgs, can I get you to make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yes, you can. 11.
11. A second gelatinous blob suddenly encompasses the space that you are occupying as you suddenly find yourself suffocating within it. You are unable to speak, unable to cast spells of a verbal component. And is suffocating a condition you take, or am I just telling you you're
Yes. So I believe suffocating is she'll make a series of Constitution saving throws to hold her breath. But then once she fails 3 of those, then all her hit points drop to 0 and she starts making death saving throws. I believe.
Fine,
I think-
suffocating.
Yeah, there's not suffocating. You can do incapacitated. You can do grappled.
Sorry, it's the
restrained.
legacy rules. My bad.
Restrained, stunned.
Let's go with restrained for now, when you're unable to say anything verbally.
Okay.
Obel, I believe it is your turn.
Cool. So she's in the cube.
She's inside this second cube, which has just appeared. I'm sorry, it's a blob, not a cube, just for reasons.
Oh no, this unidentified mass shape has
Well, the
swallowed
cube-
my friend.
The cube was like level fucking 16, and I was like, maybe not. We'll make a scaled down
Oh
version.
no, an amorphous blob.
Can I make a strength check to pull her from the blob?
Absolutely, please make an athletics check.
Athletics? Where are you, athletics? There you are. That would be a 10.
That would be unsuccessful. Can I get you to... oh no, I rolled that, never mind. And can you take 1 point of damage, please?
Yes, boss.
Jumping back to our other room. Loz, what would you like to do?
I would like to first investigate the room really quickly. Is that going to be my action?
If you want to investigate the room, that would be your action. You know what? I'll allow you to do it as a bonus action.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that because there's a door.
Right. What are you investigating for?
A way out.
A way out? Okay, please roll.
Please. 14.
14. There is a door at the opposite end of the room behind the two imps. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
I would like to bolt towards that door.
Would like to bolt towards that door.
Not between them. If possible, I want to go around one of them.
The room is like 3 meters. You can go between them, or is that your action? You want to run between them?
Yeah.
Could you please make a dexterity saving throw twice?
Oh, I got 24.
24. That's a solid one.
Is that a nat 20?
Yeah, 11.
Was it a nat 20?
No, it wasn't. It was a 19.
So many dice.
So little time.
Right, you dart towards this door that you have spotted. One imp making to sting you as you skillfully bend over Matrix style on the fly, slipping sideways, absolutely humiliating this thing, only to be struck in the back of the head by the second imp. As you make it to the door, please take 4 points of damage.
Okay. And can I go through the door?
You've already used your action and your bonus action. Pat is in his shell, so
Can't
I'm happy to have my go.
interact with an object?
you rolled a 7, so I'll wait. I'm just going over what the state of the room is. Sorry,
Can
Loz,
I
what was that?
interact with an object on my go?
It's your action.
Yes, but it's your action.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Being quite annoyed at you moving, both imps now turn to face you.
Oh!
You'd be happy to know one of them rolled a 2, so as much as they are swinging at you, it really doesn't take very much skill for you to just dodge it.
Yeah, just swing and a miss, swing and a miss.
Does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
Hang on.
I'm gonna die in
It
this
is
room.
4 piercing damage and
Don't worry, I'll
8
find your pants.
poison damage.
How much and how much?
4 piercing and 8 poison damage.
I'm gonna
4 and 8.
4 and 8.
Okay, I have no more hit points.
Oh, is that you down?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very
Wait,
interesting.
was the 4 and the 8 from the same person? Oh, they both
Yes.
got me good.
No, one of them. It's a 1 for piercing damage, 1 for poison damage when it hits you.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, I'm down.
What is your maximum health?
Have I felt the pants move now?
18.
No, I believe you were focusing on Donatello's pants, weren't you?
No, it was Pug's pants.
So I assume then you need to hold concentration on that spell.
I do. I cast no concentration spells. If you would like
yes,
me
you
to...
feel the pants move very slightly.
The pants are down!
Maybe 2 meters away from you, and then half a meter lower.
Oh, okay.
Pat, what would you like to do?
Can I see anything in the room?
I do not believe you currently can. Oh, actually, you would have
At
caught glimpses of the... Oh, no, so... You would have caught glimpses of the imps from the initial spits of fire sprouting light across the wall, but in the last 30 seconds, no, you haven't seen anything.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to pop out of my shell. Is that
Okay.
it? Like
Use
really
your bonus
comically,
point.
like hacha. And like just using my passive perception, can I hear like noise in the general direction that the imps were seen in?
What is your passive perception?
13.
You can vaguely locate where you think these 2 imps are.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my flail and just flail in that direction.
Just yeet around cowboy style?
Yes, pretty much.
Yeet around cowboy style.
Alright, I will let you take a roll at each of them for an action and a bonus action of just swinging in the dark.
Alright, well, number 1, that's a 10. I assume that's not gonna hit.
A 10 does indeed hit. Would you like this to go to the one on the left or the one on the right?
The left, I guess.
And how much damage will that be for?
So that's 8 damage. And due to my weapon mastery with a flail, the creature is sapped, meaning it has disadvantage on its next attack. Until the start of my next
doing
turn.
this all along.
Couldn't say anything. Shut up, you're dead.
Not dead, she's just on the floor, out of everything.
Yeah. 8 to hit the next one.
An 8 hits.
What is going on? That's 5 damage and the sap as well. So they both have disadvantage until my next turn.
So sorry, what's the sap from? Let me have a look at that.
It's a weapon mastery. So similar to the Nick from
Creature with failed, the creature has this. Oh, sorry, what sort of damage is your flail doing?
bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning. Yep, that's fine.
So yeah, so basically if they get hit with the flail, they get disadvantage on their next attack roll before my next turn.
So that's the AC check, it takes disadvantage, or on the actual attack roll?
Like the attack roll against me. So the d20 that they rolled before.
Ah, okay. I see.
Yeah, so they roll.
And I believe that's your
disadvantage.
turn, if that's your action and bonus action.
Correct.
Jumping back across, Morgs, you are currently suffocating in a pit of gelatinous blob. However, it is indeed your turn. You are welcome to try and roll a dexterity check to escape.
Well, I'd better do that then. 22.
The 22, you escape. However, on the way out, you take 4 acidic damage.
Yay.
Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
A look. Can I dash to the door?
You can try it. What are you coming out of the blob facing the door.
Did getting out of the glob use up your action is the question, because you need an action to dash.
But
Yes, sorry, it did.
She's
so
a
you can't
rogue.
dash, but you can move.
I've got a cunning action, so I can take a dash, disengage, or hide as my bonus action.
Forgot about that. You're a rogue.
Yes.
don't
Actually,
understand.
you know what? I'm not going to dash. I'm going to hide.
You're going to hide.
Yeah. Do I need to just use stealth?
How are you hiding?
Well, it's dark in the room, right?
It is.
I'm going to just try and, like, blend.
Gelatinous blobs are blindsided. They don't have vision, so they can still
Does
see
she
you.
know that?
I
So
didn't know
you
that.
attempt to hide, and
So
you
my
can still feel the
best,
concentration of two blobs staring at you.
my best option would be to hide behind Grump then and have them think that we're just one person.
Woman, can you not? The pants have fallen. We have to go.
You know what? Roll a performance check for me.
I really wanted stealth. It's so much better than performance, damn it. Okay, I got a 16. That's pretty good.
You know what? You leap out behind Grumpy and somehow manage to blend your silhouette behind her so that the focus is only on her, and they seem to think you have just temporarily vanished somewhere.
Yes, now I can get sneak attack next turn.
Alright, Obel, I'd ask you if a 1 hits, but let's assume that's going to be a no.
That would be correct.
Well, just before your turn, you see this gelatinous blob flail something towards you, but it just falls short and wasn't actually close. And if it weren't for the precarious situation and the fact that you're quite sure your friend has just gone down, you might even laugh at its attempt. What would you like to do?
So, logistics-wise, I have a rogue hiding in my shadow, and between me and the door there are two gelatinous blob-ish-like creatures.
That is correct.
Am I within... I'm in melee range of the first one?
You're in melee range of both.
In melee range of both. Oh, God.
One is to your left, one is to your left and forward.
So, okay, so... Okay. Not a fan. I don't like this. Right. What shenanigans shall we undertake? Well, this isn't concentration, so I guess guide and bolt. Let's try and smack a cube.
You're going to smack a cube?
Yeah. I mean, a
What
blob.
sort of damage is guided bolt?
Radiant.
Radiant. Is Radiant count as magic?
Radiant is magic.
Radiant is magic. Okay. And which blob would you be attacking?
The one that is most preventing me from the door. So I understand that there's one to my left and one that is in front and to my left. So I'm going for the
so
one in front.
And I assume that 16-year-old was your AC check?
I hope so. I didn't quite come up on my buttons, so.
Oh no, that 16 was from me.
That's
I
a
found
16.
out that with a small amount of tweaking to D&D Beyond, I could add a frustration check to old mate's ability skills.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If you would like to roll AC then, please. Oh, no, sorry, you're... No, you're there. Yeah.
My-
10. A
10.
10, I'm afraid, does not hit.
Rude.
Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
What can I do with my bonus actions?
Do you want to make a frustration check?
Nah, I think I want to backhand it. No, that's two weapon fighting.
If you want to backhand it with your fist, I'll allow it.
I would 100% love to backhand it with my fist.
You can do what's unarmed, a D6. You can do a D6 with no bonus as your bonus action if you like.
So if I make an unarmed strike, I will still have to roll to hit.
Still have to roll to hit, but
Yep.
you don't get bonus modifiers on the actual attack if you hit.
Well, I only ever do 2 damage because I have 2 strength for an unarmed strike. I'm not cool like that. So if my 14 backhand actually hits the cube to my left,
It does.
it's going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Does look grapple grumpy.
Ah!
All right, is that your turn?
It is. And also, hi, gut ducks. I don't know who you are, but it's nice to see you.
Hi,
Do
ducks.
you have
we have
ducks?
turtles here. All right, does a 14 hit you, Obel?
It does not.
Then the second blob takes a swing at you, but once again, whether it's divine infinity or just sheer dumb luck, or maybe the cube is just dumb, it misses. You stand scot-free, jumping back over to our room with the turtle and the kind of dead, kind of not. Who you got first? Is it a coin toss you need to do as having no HP left?
See.
Death save.
Yeah, I think I have to do a death save.
Yes.
Death saving throw, please.
Okay. How do I do that? I've never had to do this before.
So you roll a d20, and if it is above 10, it is a positive one, and if it is below a 10, then it is a negative death save. You need to get 3 of any one to get an outcome. I believe you can also use the D&D Beyond tools for it. So,
As well as
I
that,
did just-
if you roll a nat 1, it's 2 negatives. If you roll a nat 20, it's 2 positives.
Okay, I
Good luck.
rolled a 15.
That's 1 positive.
Do I have to? Right, like what? Each turn I roll one.
Each turn, I believe. You got a while to go before death, so we'll see what your turtle can do for you. However, he is slower than our imps, so let's see. Pat does a
Good
1
on
hit.
laughter. Oh, you got me. Just that tiny little... No, of course it doesn't fucking hit.
And that one?
In the dark, while you can't see and they can, you feel this imp seems to try and take a strike at you, but Christ, it must be drunk or something, because once again, nothing happens. How about a 15? Sorry, 17.
Oh, 17 is a tie, so it does hit.
It does indeed hit. All right, let's do some damage.
you don't need to relish it that much, jeez.
You take 2 points of piercing damage and 4 points of poison damage.
Fun. Love that.
That is all the imps have for you. What would you like to do for your turn?
Did you roll those attacks at disadvantage?
No, I did not. But for reasons I will tell you later, they won't have disadvantage.
Oh. Boo.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and retire the flail, retrieve the great axe, and
Yes!
swing in the same direction.
I'll remind you that you can't currently see. You have a vague direction of the imps.
I'm curveting.
Flail wildly, I believe in
I
you!
shall allow it, but no, fuck it, I'll allow it. Give me 2 dexterity. Give me 2 AC checks.
1 sec, we'll do the first one first because it was shit. I'm going to add Tactical Mind, which lets me burn one of my second wins to add a D10 to one of my checks. So let me just... So 16 to hit.
A 16 does indeed hit. Will you be attacking left or attacking right?
Which one looks the more like upright and healthy at the moment?
They both look pretty equally healthy at this point.
Alright, then the one that I hit first last time, he can cop the axe first.
I believe there was one on the right. Okay, roll me some damage. What
That
type of
is
damage does the axe do?
6 slashing damage.
6 slashing.
And then I would like to use my weapon mastery for the great axe as well.
What does that give me?
It was, well, no, it's where I can attack another creature that's within reach.
Okay. Yes, go ahead. Please have a roll.
14 to hit.
14 does indeed hit.
10 damage.
10 damage. The imps, whilst they feel your blow and a bump back, seem relatively unaffected by your damage.
I figured I don't have any magic.
Is there anything else you would like to do in your turn?
Any silver?
Huh?
Any
What was
silver?
that? No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't. I am going to leave it there.
Jumping back over to our team in the other room. Who's going first here?
Schmogs, I believe.
One of the blobs appears that they are slumping downwards. The other one, however, is still keen to fight. Morgs, what would you like to do?
I would like to attack the blob that is looking the strongest with my short bow and use sneak attack. I also have weapon mastery for the short bow, and I'm just trying to see how that works. If I hit a creature with my short bow and deal damage to it, I have advantage on my next attack roll against that creature before the end of my turn. Okay. So I'm going to do the hit. Oh, I got a nat 20 to hit.
Oh, nice. How far away do you need to be with the short bow? Does it have a minimum range?
Not melee is usually the restriction. So not point blank.
If you want to use your movement to go back, I will allow you to take the action.
Okay, can I do that, please?
Yes, and you may keep your nat 20 on your AC.
Double damage, double damage, double damage, double damage, double damage.
Okay. So, for my initial hit, it's 8, and then plus my sneak attack for jumping out, / my ally being next to them, is 10, so that's 18 damage.
And you're attacking the one that is not slumping, is that correct?
That's correct. And
Your arrow bursts through the gelatinous blob, striking straight through to the other side. You hit him with such force that jelly seems to be all over the floor, and yet he remains standing.
I'm still standing.
for my bonus action, can I use my weapon mastery for my dagger and attack with that through the action thing that we discussed before?
No, because that needs to be when you have two light weapons in hand and you had a bow in hand.
You are right. Okay. So I don't think I can use my bow again, can I?
I don't believe so.
Well.
And you are still behind Obel, is that correct? Well, like, move further back.
Yes. Well, then I would like to use... No, I can't. I'm just going to have to leave it at that.
Okay. Obel does a 15 hit.
No, it does not.
Once again, a gelatinous blob lunges towards you. And whilst they get quite close, they seem to just scathe off your, just say armor. I'm not too sure you're wearing armor.
I have a shield.
Blaze off your shield, and that would make far more sense. You take no damage, pumping it away with merely oxygen wasted. is now your turn. What would you like to do? There is a slumped over gelatinous blob to your left, and up in front of you to the left, there is one that just swung at you.
The pants fell. How far away are the pants from me?
Are you able to tell that with the spell?
I can tell how far away they are, yes.
In the vicinity of about 30 meters.
30 meters or 30 feet?
30 meters.
I don't like this unit of measurement. It's different from my spell's measurement.
Sorry, 90 feet. How's that?
Better. Perplexing, but better. That fucks with my plan. Yeah, I have to get closer. Okay. I need to consider some things. What is... Cool. I would like to take the hit and flee for the door.
Take the hit and flee for the door. Okay. Are you using your action to sprint for the door, or just moving?
No,
towards
moving towards the door. Moving towards the door. So I'm not disengaging, I'm not dashing, I'm using my movement to get to the door, and any hits I take in the process are hits that I'm taking. I've got to get
Give me a
out of this room.
dexterity saving throw.
Yep, stand by.
I've got to get to the pants, man.
The pants
Not another
fell.
blob. Please, for the love of God, don't let it be another blob.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Every single time we go for the door, we get another blob.
Haha, this time it's a cube.
That's a 10.
10. Could you please take 3 acid damage?
Sure.
You arrive at the door. What would you like to do?
Open it.
You find the door is quite closed. You cannot pry it open.
So the door is locked.
Apparently.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
It's your turn. Jumping back over to Pat and Loz, you notice that one of the imps has also gone slump, simply hovering there in the air with its head ducked down. Loz, could you please make a coin toss for me, or a d20?
It's a death saving throw.
That's the word.
Okay. Oh, didn't roll. 1 second. I have a fail. Oh, okay. No, it's a failure.
Right, we have 1 pass and 1 fail, and that is your turn.
Oh, the pressure's mounting! Have to
Pat
get
does
to
a
the pants!
24 hit.
I wonder. Yes, it hits.
Can you please take 7 points of piercing damage and 3 points of poison damage as the non-slumped over imp takes a swing at you, hitting you straight in the neck.
Yay! I love dying.
Is that you out of health too?
No, but
I was going to say.
I'm supposed to be a tank, and I'm very low on health right now.
What would you like to do for your turn?
Let's do the swing and Magoogat again.
You gonna swing at both of them again?
Yes. Let's go with the slump one first.
Okay.
That is nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yes, indeedy. So how are you doing? How are you doing your critical hits in this? Is it double damage, or are we doing
Double
attack?
your damage dice roll.
Okay.
Should I have doubled my damage on my blob
Yes.
hit?
You told me your roll. I doubled.
I got double 18?
No, your damage roll I think was it like 4 or 6 or something, and then your bonus was 10. So your roll got doubled, but then your bonus wasn't.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that is 15. Doubled 30.
You swing this axe blindly into the darkness, and you feel it sink deep into the skin of this floating imp, yet you don't seem to be able to penetrate it. Although you do glean a little as you hear the blood squish out from it.
Yay. Can I use my cleave action to hit the other one, please?
Absolutely.
Cleave it in twine. Cleave it in twine. Make 2 tiny blobs.
11 to hit.
11 does indeed hit.
That is a 13 damage on that one.
13 damage. The imp remains upright. It still seems relatively unaffected by your hit, though you definitely felt your axe sink into it.
And what I'm going to do is action surge to use a second action this turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to utilize my second wind, which lets me add some health to myself. So it's 1d10 plus 3 HP.
Go for it.
Yes, and yes, and yes.
What have you recovered?
I have recovered 11 health points.
Nice. Is that your turn?
That is my turn, done and dusted.
You're welcome, Renegade, for having "I'm still standing" stuck in your head now, because we're mostly still standing.
Jumping back over Obel and Morgs. Morgs, you are up first. There is currently 2 slouched over blobs in front of you. What would you like to do?
Is Grumpy within 5 feet of either or both of the blobs?
Should be in range of one of them.
I just need to know if she's within 5 feet, and therefore I have sneak attack.
Yes, the one that is closer to the exit door, she would be within about 5 feet of.
Okay. So I will attack that one with my short sword.
So you're moving up and attacking it with the short sword, because remember you moved back to use the bow.
Yes.
Okay. Please roll an AC check.
18.
18 hits.
Okay. So that's 5 plus sneak attack, which is another 3. And then, because I use my short sword, I can use the mastery and go for the dagger. And that was 23 to hit. So that was a 6.
So that, did you say 13 plus 6?
I'm gonna have to check all of my. Hang on. Where do I see all my rolls? They've gone. Here they go. Okay. So I got 8 plus 6.
8 plus 6, 14.
Yeah.
And what was your nick, sorry?
Sorry, the last
Yeah.
4 was my nick.
4, okay.
Do I get sneak attack again?
I wouldn't think so. If you're stabbing at someone, that's probably them knowing you're there.
No, but sneak attack. That's why I asked if Obel was in range, because
I'll give it to you for the first action, not for the follow-up. They know you're there.
Okay.
You lunge out, slashing straight through this blob, gelatin goo falling onto the floor, and then you reach out with your dagger, attacking once again, thrusting straight into this blob, which spills more gelatin on the floor, though fails to make any other movements. Would you like to do anything else, though? I think you're out of action and bonus.
Yeah, I think I am totally out. Someone have to.
Obel, what would you like to do?
Alright, so the fucking door's locked, so I guess I'm gonna go hit it. I'm gonna go hit it with my mace.
You hit the door with your mace?
No, I'm gonna go hit a blob with my mace.
I'm gonna hit blob with your mace. Which blob would you like to hit?
Whichever one is closest to me.
Very well, take a swing. Give me an AC check.
If I could. 17! I finally rolled
17.
above a frickin' 7.
How much damage will you be inflicting on poor blob?
That will be 6 points of bludgeoning damage. with
You
sap.
hurl this mace over your head down straight into the blob. It once again sheds gelatinous goo all over the floor, however fails to make any other notable reaction as you draw your mace back.
Cool. It now has sap, so it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Is that its next attack roll or its next attack against you?
Next attack before the start of my turn.
Okay. We jump back into the other room. Loz, would you care to make your third death saving throw?
Good luck.
I believe in you.
Thanks. You got this.
You coward.
Pardon? I got a 13.
Yay!
13.
We have 2 for saving and 1 for death. You are potentially 1 away from getting up. You? Pat, does a 19 hit you?
Begrudgingly, yes.
The imp spits fire at you. Oh, geez, that's a good roll. 8 points of fire damage.
Yay. So much for that second win. Really wishing I'd bought some health potions before we started this one shot.
I was surprised to see no potions in inventories. But is that like a potion's really expensive?
Potions are expensive.
Well, yes, they are for the higher level ones, but I wasn't expecting to be gifted a +1 weapon. Okay. Cool. Yep.
Alright, it is your turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do what's been working the best for me so far. I'm going to swing with my great axe and hope that something happens because I don't know any magic.
Are you swinging at the imp that has been floating motionless, or the one that had spit fire at you?
Let's go with the one that spit fire at me.
Okay, what did you roll?
An 8.
An 8 hits.
Yay! That is 6 slashing damage.
6 slashing damage. You once again slash at your axe, the imp taking it in stride. Blood coming out, yet it stays afloat, seemingly relatively unaffected by your actions.
Okay.
What would you like to do? as a follow-up?
Can I hit the other one still?
You may hit the other one with your bonus action.
16 to hit.
16 does indeed hit.
And 12 points of slashing damage.
You cleave your axe into this second floating, almost motionless imp. It embeds itself in the imp's body. The motionless creature fails to react.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Alright. Yeah, that's me done and dusted. I've got nothing else I can throw at it.
Before I jump back to the next room, would you like a moment to discuss strategy? Or are you good to keep going?
I mean, I'm happy to keep going. I don't have anything other than physical attacks I can throw at it. Like, I would like to think that, like, I know me as a person separate to my character knows, but I would like to think with, like, the nature sense that Old Mate has, he's worked out that physical attacks aren't what he needs to be using, but he doesn't have anything else.
Yeah.
So he's brute forcing the game at this stage.
I'm going to give you a hint that it's not your attacks that are the problem.
Okay.
There are currently 3 motionless enemies across the 2 rooms.
Okay. I don't really know what to do with that. I'm happy for someone else to participate.
I also don't know what to do with that. I'm unconscious and can do fuck all.
I'm gonna go punch a door.
Like, presumably, like, only one of the imps is attacking, so I'm assuming the motionless ones are incapacitated in some state, like, in some way.
Yeah.
I was mostly hitting it to hit it.
Make an intelligence check. See if you can get the answer by the nat 20.
I mean, I can
Go
roll
for
a
it. Roll out a
frustration
bonus
check.
action.
What am I rolling?
Intelligence check. See if you can figure out the dungeon.
You can roll intelligence or fucking what's it called?
Wisdom?
Arcana.
Arcana?
They're both -1s for me. So it's a 10.
10. You have continually beat and beat and beat these imps with your axe, yet it seems like what you do does not affect them.
Can I
However,
try
one
a
of them
nature
has
check?
clearly been affected by something else.
Can I
What
try
they're
a
doing in the
nature
other
check?
room that's affecting them.
I think you're too low on actions to do another check.
That's okay. I'm gonna roll for frustration. It's a 23.
Was that a nat 20 or
No, it was an 18.
or
I have +5 to frustration.
The chat is lamenting that your character, they, and the blobs all have the same IQ.
Obel and Morg, you are in a room with two motionless blobs that still remain standing. What would you like to do?
Oval, you know my character from back in the day, and you would know I can pick the lock if I can just get to the door. I just need you to distract the other thingy blob.
So you're saying don't punch the door. Alright, fine.
Yes.
Morg, you have first action, and I'll remind you, you are currently trying to sneak past motionless blobs that have not attacked for, I think, a couple of turns now.
I think I'm going to... Well, then I'm just going to go to the door.
You walk past the blobs, they do absolutely nothing.
I thought they were still alive. I just thought they were not quite dead yet.
They're
Okay.
standing, but motionless.
Okay. Well, I'm just
Similar
gonna...
to the one of the imps in the other room.
I'm gonna pick the lock.
You find that there is no lock to pick.
There's no lock to pick.
There's no lock to pick.
Maybe you do need to knock down the door. I want to investigate the door. What? Wait, there was text on it, wasn't there? What does it say?
The text was in the last room.
It was
said when one door opens.
closes in the common tongue.
Damn
So
it.
maybe you should just say out loud the full thing.
When one door closes, another door opens.
Nothing happens.
What if I go back and I open the first door that we
Doesn't
came through?
exist anymore.
Would you like to go back to the wall you came from?
Fuck it.
Can I
Can't
see
hurt.
the door we came from?
You cannot see a door from where you entered.
Can I cast guidance as she goes past me too? Just if we're slightly out of combat order, just for whatever check she needs to do next.
How do you do that? Do you like smack her on the ass as she walks past?
No, just on the
How
shoulder, like
does
really,
guidance
like
work?
you got this. Guidance is you touch a willing creature and choose a skill. Until that spell ends, the creature adds 1d4 to any ability check with that chosen skill. So I would. So perception falls under like wisdom, doesn't it? So I would pick wisdom. Yeah. In
Okay.
case you need to do like that or investigation or something like that. So
I
Wisdom.
agree. Yeah, I was going to say I think we need to do either investigation or perception, whatever you want, like Wombat, to understand the room and what we need to do.
Give me a perception roll.
Okay. So how much extra did I get from you, Herbal?
1d4.
D4, yeah.
Okay, so I rolled 12, and let's do the D4. That makes it 13.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
What did that get me, Wombat? Anything?
Hold on.
You think back on your encounter in the combat. You think about how your attacks on these blobs did not seem to have any effect, yet when you heard sounds from the other room, there seemed to be changes to the blobs. In fact, they went limp after you heard a lot of battle. Perhaps it is not your actions that concern your room.
So I want to shout to the other room and say, are your like attackers dead?
You call out. Pat, you hear this? Loz, you're somewhere between life and death.
Yep.
Pat, I'll allow you to respond out of action.
Oh
You receive a series of grunts in response.
no! Pug! Can anyone speak his language? Pug, seriously, this isn't funny.
You already knew that the pants fell. I told you, the pants fell.
I didn't realize you meant that Pug fell. I thought you meant the pants fell, like she tripped or, you know, she was getting down and dirty. I was like,
Pug's
how am I
pants
meant to
have
know
been
what that
down
means?
for a while.
Is there a word I can understand? Donatello?
You know what? What should we do?
With a drunken sailor.
There's not a language check, is there?
Nope.
Oh, there's insight.
Nature.
Yeah, you know what?
Can I punch the
roll
wall?
A nature or an insight. Take your pick.
What's my best? Insight is better. Okay.
Grunt once for yes, grunt twice for no.
We might have to go that way because I only got an 8.
8. It vaguely sounds like someone who is in combat.
Okay. So I'm assuming he's still fighting. How do we?
Punch the
How do
wall.
we?
I'm gonna punch this door.
Are you strong? Because I'm not strong.
I'm not
Maybe you
strong.
should punch your slimes.
Oh,
Maybe you
yeah.
should
Well, he's
punch
still
your
fighting, and we're not. So yeah, maybe we can stop his baddie, and maybe if he attacks his door, it'll like release us because we've got no door lock. We've got nothing. So maybe we should tell him stop attacking the things and attack the door, or open the door, or if you have a lock. I don't know. Pick it.
Would you like to swing at the motionless blobs in your room, or would you like to call out to tell Pat to hit the door?
I'll mace it.
Both of those things.
Both?
Yep.
Fuck it, why not? Which blob would you like to hit?
The one that looks the most damaged.
They both look quite oh no, they both look quite damaged, so the one...
Might I make the suggestion to pick the one that's least damaged?
Fine, I'll pick the one that's least damaged.
You pick the one that is least damaged. How are you attacking it?
With my mace.
With your mace. Okay, could you please roll
That's
for
a
AC?
9.
It's a 9. That's gonna hit.
I'm putting all dice in the jail.
How much damage will you be doing?
That doesn't hit, does it?
It hit.
9 hits. It's a fucking motionless blob.
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
5 points of bludgeoning. Is there any other action you would like to take before we jump back to Pat and Loz?
Do I get a
Yes.
free backhand again?
You can take a backhand.
Yes.
We're gonna shout.
That
at
would be
Pat
a nat
to
20
attack
on my
the door
backhand.
or try and open the door.
Nat 20, so that hits for double backhand then.
4. There's no dice involved in the backhand, so it's 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Unless you're letting me be cool and do 5 points of backhand damage.
You know what? For the good roll, you can have 5 points. Did you say it was a mace first?
Mace first.
You heave your mace into this motionless blob, and without so much as blinking, you let go with your right hand and backhand your fist straight through its gelatinous mass. Pat, over in your room, the imp that has stood for so long without taking anything suddenly appears to cough and appears to stutter. It drops a little in its flight before it rears back. Sorry, Loz, you get a death saving throw before the imp attacks.
Come on, let's do this. 20. A nat
20! Loz, you rise, having caught your breath. No, you weren't dead, you merely got winded. That was all. You are back up with all of 1 HP, but all of your determination. I will give you a bonus action if you would like to do anything on this turn.
Love of God, have you got a healing spell?
I'm gonna try and go through the door.
How are you going to try and go through the door?
Also, the chat's going insane for your nat 20, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. I needed it. Sheer strength.
Sheer strength. All right, roll a strength check for
From the
me.
dead. And I'm just gonna go straight through the door.
Just
Up
up from the dead. Bang.
from the dead. Oh, I got an 18.
An
Go through
18.
the door.
You grab this door with all the might that you have. You tear and tear and tear. You feel the wood bending. You feel the door breaking, and yet something keeps this damaged wood in place. It will not budge.
I yell at the door. You
Morgan Obel, you hear the sound of
The pants are up!
yelling.
Pug's back.
Yelling with frustration. Pat, does an 11 hit?
It does not.
The imp takes yet another swing at you. However, in this case, despite it being able to see and you not, it misses once again. What would you like to do?
Would Old Maid have realized that it reacted to damage based on what was being said in the other
You can hear
room?
the damage you can hear the sounds of combat from the other room. So it's up to you if you would have picked up on that or not.
Well, I think based on what was being said, that's the link together. In which case, I'm going to move over to where Pug is at the door, and kind of withdraw into my shell, but creating a shield between her and the imp, because I know that my attacks aren't going to do shit anymore.
Jumping back over to Morgs and Obel, what would you like to do in your room?
We have to go for the door.
No, I think we just beat the shit out of this cube and see how we go.
I mean, we've done that a lot already.
Yeah, but this one's damage doesn't match that one's damage, and I just feel like if we even it out, then we can go
You
for the
guys
door.
talking in character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. From the other side of the wall, you hear a very gruff voice say, "For the love of God, hit the slime!"
Ah,
Fine, okay, I hit the slime. I used
Well, I was going to make you roll for intimidation or persuasion, but if they're going to hit with no resistance, we can do that. Morgs, how are you hitting the slime?
Hang on 1 second. So you can't speak. Let's just address that right now, okay? That's really rude.
maybe we do it after we get rid of the cube. The slime.
You talked a second ago. Honestly, just have some manners. Ask nicely. Respond.
Me in the
English.
room just staring at you being like,
I'm so
All right.
mad.
Will you be
Alright.
attacking this cube, or are we going back to an imp taking another swing?
We're doing the cube. So I'll do short sword.
Short sword.
14.
14 hits.
And I got an 8.
An 8.
Yep.
You thrust your short sword into this blob, and suddenly, as if they were never there, the two blobs disappear, as do the imps from the other room. The doors also seem to no longer exist. Instead, you simply see a darkened hallway stretching out before you.
Can I grab a blob of refuse of one of the old slime monsters that was previously there and cast light on it again and hurl it down the...
Yes, you're welcome to do that. You want to hurl it down the hallway?
Yeah. Strength check again?
Can I get a strength check?
Athletics or strength?
Athletics.
That would be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You lob this glowing slime down the hallway, only to notice the hallway is probably only a couple of meters long, and the slime yeets itself into the next room, slabbing itself on a wall roughly 7 meters away from you at the moment. Under that wall, you can see yet another door. What would you like to do?
Can I do an insider investigation or perception
You're
About
welcome. Would you like to perceive the hallway or the new room or the room you just came from?
the new room and the upcoming door, and if it's going to spit out more blobs at us.
Okay, so that's investigation.
Sure. Okay. Well,
Was that the 12?
mm-hmm.
Looking into this room, you see a small altar in the center of it and a couple of what look like wooden pillars over to the left. There is a similar large stone planted in the doorway, similar to the one in the first room that you entered. Other than that, the room appears empty.
Can we, jump over the first stone?
You're welcome to jump over it.
Yeah, I'm just going to try that.
Obel, are you following?
Did you relay this information to me? Because if I haven't followed you.
Yeah, I would tell you, I'm guessing that this stone might set off a trap.
If I go back to the first room, can I take the stone that was in the first room?
You're no longer in the first room.
Okay, so we can't go back into it.
You can't go back to it.
Okay. So, sorry. We went into the mine. We entered the safety chamber. And then from the safety chamber, we went into the first room. And if I exit that first room...
in new rooms.
Okay.
So everything going dark and then there no longer being the light was you guys appearing in two separate rooms.
Okay, so the first stone you're referring to is the one that's in the safety chamber then?
Yeah, that's still there, but that's no longer accessible.
Okay, cool. So the stone in room 3 then, it matches the one in the safety chamber / room 1.
Yes, except it hasn't been flung into a million pieces.
Okay, cool.
It's just stuck on the top of the wall.
Right, you suspect this one's going to be the exit then?
I hope so. But we also need to find the others first.
Speaking of, let's jump over to Loz and Hat. Your door is open and also stretches out into a dark hallway. What would you like to do?
Go down.
Well, I'll come out of my shell and just kind of walk down the hallway. Kind of like tapping my feet ahead of me to make sure I'm not stepping on a trap.
You
I'm also
walk
going to turn
ahead.
to you and be like, do you have any healing? Anything? Okay. Keep going.
As you walk forward, you feel a mixture of dirt and stones beneath your feet. You feel after about 2 meters that the room opens up in front of you, although without any form of light or night vision, you are unable to see where it might go or how big it might be.
Before we cross into the room, I'm going to yell out.
What are you yelling out?
Hey guys! Can you hear me?
Morgs and Obel, you hear this quite clearly, as if she was standing next to you.
My spell for finding her pants would be up based on combat rules of time. So, do I get a sense of how far away she is?
She's still roughly the same distance away, and she's pretty much directly to your right.
So still 90 feet and to my right. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to the whole, you can speak English and you've been just totally ignoring us.
Are they able to see?
Problem for another time.
They're not able to see us, are they?
No, they cannot see you, but they can hear you.
Yeah.
Can we go into this room, guys? Is this a safe space? I'm just loitering at the doorway here. I don't know where you guys are.
Well, we got 3 wooden pillars and an altar thing in front of us. So I don't know. Shenanigans are afoot. That's for sure.
Because I just
Fucking too right.
I can't read that shit.
Well, maybe you should have taken the light cantrip.
Yeah, look. I don't do anything magic, so Rush
Oh,
hour
did I
block.
divide you so no one on your side has any form of night vision or light?
Yep.
On that note, like it's almost like an idea hits old mate, and he pulls a torch out from his pack and lights it.
Suddenly the room bursts into vision. Would you like me to describe it based on your passive perception, or would you like to roll for an investigation or
I'd
perception?
investigate.
I'm gonna investigate as well.
Alright, give me some rolls.
Can I use perception instead? I'm much better at that.
Yep.
Oh, nat 20, nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Give her all the answers to the room.
Yes, tell me
Dirty
everything that's
19.
in this room.
In your room, there is a pedestal in the middle of the room, which seems to have some sort of liquid in it, in a small basin built into the pedestal. At the end of the room, directly opposite you, is another door that looks identical to the one that was in the room you had the encounter with the imps on. To the left of that door is a wooden lever carved into a stone base. Just in front of you where you stand, there is a small stone, almost doormat-like thing, with text in common written on it. The room is otherwise entirely empty.
What does it
What does the
say?
text say?
The text says, "Brace the roof."
Brace?
Brace the roof.
Okay. Guys, I'm telling everyone this, by the way. I'm saying all this out loud as I'm saying it.
Right, we should probably check
What's the
if we've got any messages.
You go to investigate the stone at the foot of your door.
Yes.
There is language in the common tongue in it.
What does it say?
It says, "Light the candle."
Oh, fucking on it, mate.
So yeah, can we see a candle?
Brace the roof.
All you can see is the altar in the middle of the room. Would you like to investigate it any further?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, all right.
You walk over and you see that there is a small candle wick at the bottom of a small basin inside the altar.
I'd like to
However, it
cast
does
light on
appear
it.
quite damp.
I'd like to cast light on it.
Cast light on it.
Yeah.
It lights up.
Excellent. Fucking nailed it.
What does brace the roof mean?
Have you got a big stick?
Sorry,
Press
do you
something
want that?
against the roof.
Yes, was there a question?
I was gonna ask, can you just quickly repeat what's in our room? There's the lever, there's the like doormat with the text on it. What else was there?
There is the pedestal in the middle of the room with the basin of water in it, which begins to light up and simmer. As it smokes, it smokes and then returns to normal. Back in the first room, your light on the candle goes out.
Okay, did you guys just do something? Because our bowl just lit up and started smoking.
Yeah, I lit the bowl.
Can I walk up to the bowl and use my tinderbox to try and light it as you would a candle?
You can. You do this, and it seems to spark, and nothing else happens.
Cool.
Do we have a candle anywhere in this room? Damn.
No, you cannot see a candle anywhere in this room.
Is nothing flammable?
There is nothing flammable outside of the wooden lever in the stone base.
I'd like to pull the lever, Kronk.
You attempt to pull the lever, but it seems jammed.
I'm going to go and help.
You both attempt to pull the lever, but it appears jammed.
I'm going to. Would you relay that?
Yeah.
I'm going to
holding it away. We
end
have a lever, we're gonna
the
pull it.
light cantrip to see if they can pull it. Like, if they're mid-pull, I want to end the light cantrip to see if they go, ugh!
Oh, your lights distinguished itself.
Oh.
I
okay.
said the water in the other room began to simmer up and smoke, and then the light from your room disappeared. Sorry, do you mean the light on the candle or the light on the gelatinous blob?
The light cantrip that I had placed on the candle.
Yeah, that disappeared when the water began to simmer and smoke.
Okay.
What if we tip the water out of the bowl?
I would like to tip the water from the bowl over the lever.
It's a built-in basin, so you're welcome to try and pick the water up with something, or just scoop it out, or try to just yeet it from the basin to the lever, whatever you'd like to do.
I drink the water.
You drink the water; it is now empty.
That's very Harry
Light the
Potter of you.
candle.
You
Light the candle.
Are you telling them to, or are you trying to find a candle to light?
I'm yelling at them. Light the candle, light the candle.
Light the candle.
The candle lights up, and suddenly, over in the room with Pat and Loz, you hear a loud mechanical clunk right above your heads. You look up, and it's like the ceiling just got half a foot shorter. What would you all like to do?
Pull the lever, pull the lever.
Can we pull the lever now?
You attempt to pull the lever, but it does not move.
Guys, our ceiling has shrunk. Did you do anything? What happened?
Followed your instructions, Pug. I'll lit the candle.
Fuck, well, our ceiling got shorter. Maybe unlight the candle?
Unlight the candle.
Clunk, the roof falls yet another half foot.
Oh, it's a toggle problem.
We need to brace the ceiling with something. What do you guys have that isn't a candle?
Do we have a door on the other side?
We've got these 3 wooden pillory things, right?
Yeah, do they have anything on them?
They just appear to be 3 rather sturdy-looking wooden pillars.
If
Maybe
we put them
just
in
place
the
them
bowl... Oh.
You want to
Put them on the
place them
altar.
in the bowl.
Are they movable?
You can pick them up. They are heavy.
Okay. Let's pick them up and put them... Is there anything on the floor, any like indentations or something in the wall where it looks like they belong?
There's nothing in the walls, but the pillars look as if they would stand if you stood them.
Okay, let's stand them.
You stand them up?
Yep.
Just one or all of them?
All of them?
I will either get a strength check from you, or you can do them one at a time.
One at a time.
Alright, where do you place the first one?
Is there, like I said, was there any obvious spot? Anything?
No, there's nowhere obvious to put them.
I vote we make like a triangle around the altar. Just a nice, good, equilateral.
Sure. I've got nothing better.
You place the first pillar between the altar and the door at the end of the room. You hear another clunk. In the opposing room, the roof has gone down again, but only quarter of a foot and only on the rear side. The
Only
side
on
near
the
the...
rear.
Bit wet out, Pat?
You place another pillar and you hear a loud clunk from the other room. The ceiling shakes but does not move. You place a third pillar and you hear yet a final clunk, this time from the lever in the room.
We've done something
Pull the
good.
lever.
Pull the lever.
Both doors disappear and you find yet another hallway.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Alright.
Come on, guys.
I'm
Fuck,
gonna
I'm-
lead the charge down the hallway with my torch out in front
I
to
am-
keep an eye out for things.
Top speed fucking running down this corridor. I'm done. I'm done with this nonsense.
I'm gonna give you a description and then you're welcome to tell me if you'd like to take the same action.
Sure.
The hallway you can see from the light and your dark vision in Obel and Morg's room, and from the torch in Loz and Pat's room, extends about 1 meter, then drops out into nothingness. On the single meter, there is once again another large, smooth stone.
Ah,
So there's just a
fucking.
meter of nothingness,
Sorry?
and then a smooth stone. So there's a meter of nothingness, and then a
No, there's a
smooth stone.
meter where the stone is, and then there is nothingness. And about how far can you see with a torch?
I think it's. Was it 20 feet and then 20 feet dim
20,
light?
20 feet of bright light and then like 20 or 30 feet of dark vision, I think it is.
In the darkness beyond, you can see the hallway continues. It might be somewhere between 8 and 11 meters away.
I approach the smooth stone and percept it.
It has text in the common tongue. Would you like to read it?
Yes, please.
It says, or not at all.
Oh. What do
Can
you
we
guys
still
have written
hear-
on yours?
Yeah,
Yes, you can still hear each other.
So we go, instead of making an absolute break for it, we'll walk over and read it.
I guess I'll walk over.
Your stone says step together.
Right, on the count of 3, everybody jump into the dark.
Is someone going to count?
3, 2,
Yep.
1, jump!
Jump.
Does everyone jump?
Yes.
Yep.
All 4 of you find yourself stationary, hovering in what seems to be an abyss but feels like solid ground. What would you like to do?
All
Count
three
us
we
down
step.
again.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Assuming that you continue this action, you shortly find yourselves on the far end of the hallway. This time, there is a doorway, Obel and Morgs on your right, Loz and Pat on your left. What would you like to do?
How far away is Pug's pants at this point?
They are the exact same distance they have been.
Okay, and
I knock 3 times on the door.
The door gently pushes open as you knock it.
To see what's inside.
Yes. What is there for us to see?
It is a small room, maybe 3.5 meters long and about that wide. There is once again a stone on one end, and this time a chest on the other end. The chest is already opened.
Any writing on the floor? Any writing on the
Yes, would you like to read it?
roof? I would.
It says, "Take what you want, you're not the ones who pay."
Oh, so we take nothing. Cool. Great. Guys, what do you have in your room? What are you seeing?
I would like to kick the door in.
Can you give me a strength check?
Sure! Athletics or acrobatics or straight strength?
No, give me a straight strength.
Straight strength, let's go. That would be a 17.
You kick this door and it snaps in half, barreling off its hinges and into the room beyond. You see an identical room, one stone plate and one open chest on opposite ends.
Alright, let's go look for this stupid bit of writing.
The writing is at your feet. Would you like to read it?
Of course!
It says, "Take what you want, you're not the ones who pay."
When I go in, what's in the chest and what's on the plate?
What's in the chest and what's what, sorry?
On the plate, the flat stone.
The flat stone is what the writing is on. In the chest is a silver ring, a bronze circlet, a black dagger, a white hat, silver threaded gloves, brown leather boots, a necklace of some sort, and a dark black ring.
I am going to put a dagger in there.
You're going to put a dagger in
I'm
there.
not going to take. Yeah, I'm not going to take anything.
You place a dagger in and wait. Nothing happens.
I'm going to place a javelin in and close the lid.
I would like to check our box to compare it with their stuff.
Your box contains a silver ring, a bronze circlet, a black dagger, a white hat, silver threaded gloves, brown leather boots, some sort of amulet, and a dark black ring.
I want to take something out and ask them if something happens on their end and tell them like I'm taking something now.
Don't take
What
anything.
would you
We've
like
added stuff
to
to our
take?
box.
Also, your javelin does not fit in the box. What would you like to do about that, Pat?
I make it fit in the box,
Can you give me a strength roll?
I guess. It's a 13.
Alright, you push and push and push and eventually snap the backing of this javelin. The first third of it fits in, but still the remaining stick doesn't. You push and eventually snap it over your knee, and then put both the remaining ends into the chest.
I'm old mate and I approve of this.
Morgs, will you be taking something, and if so, what will you be taking? Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. There's also a small pouch of gold in both your chests.
I
Right.
would like to take the gold. What?
Before you take it, let's just close it and open it again to see if that's what this fucking contraption is all about.
Alright.
Alright, we're doing the closing and the opening, and then we're gonna take something.
Close the chest and open it. The only change seems to be the sound left by the of the chest lid hitting the ground. Sorry, hitting the rest of the chest.
Right, nothing fucking happened. Get your shit out of that.
I'll take the gold.
Are you taking all of it or just some of it?
I mean, it's in a pouch, right?
It's in a pouch. You can grab a handful from the pouch or grab the whole pouch.
I'll start with a handful, then we'll just see what the reaction is.
Can you roll me a D100, please?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys telling us while you're saying this?
I'd assume so. If we're trying to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, hey guys, what's your health sitting like? Because I think if anyone takes anything, it should be us, because I'm gonna die.
I rolled a 12.
12.
Might be too late, sorry, Pug.
You pick up 24 gold.
Right.
Over in Pat and Loz's room, a single skeleton rises from the dirt behind them. Could you please roll for initiative?
Right. Skeleton, huh? So there's gotta be some other fucking way out of this chamber then, don't you think?
I'm so sorry, I do think I forgot to tell you both that there is a door at the opposite end from where you entered.
Ah, yeah!
That one might be on me.
Can we go for the door, please?
Yes!
Would you like, as I forgot, would you like to do that instead of taking the gold?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes.
Very well, no skeleton rose, and you simply opened the door at the other end. Loz and Pat, your chest slammed itself, locked itself. You hear Would you like to go through the door or stay in your room?
Door.
I'm gonna leave.
Obel and Morgs, behind you, you hear the sound of a chest snapping shut and locking itself. You find yourself face to face with each other in a small room, maybe 4 meters by 4 meters. In it, there is a small cooking fire towards the top left-hand corner of the room, which casts light upon the rest of it. In there, you see a rolled-up bed, a desk, and finally at the top of the room, yet another door. What would you like to do?
Right, now you fuckers are here.
Can either of you heal me?
Yeah, stand down, sunshine. Alright, I'm gonna channel divinity. I'm gonna bring out my holy symbol, channel divinity. Who fucking needs healing? So I have 15 points of healing. Who needs some?
I have nothing right now.
Okay, can I give you
Someone
10?
sneezes at me, I'll die.
I'll give you 10. Pat, how much are you missing?
Well, I'm on 13 at the moment, but that is about a third of my full hit point capacity.
Okay, you can have the other 5. Morgan, come here.
I only need 4, so like even if you just give me 2 and you give Pat more, that might be better.
Okay, I might do it the other way around. I'll give you as many as you need, and then Pat, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on you.
Woo!
So that's 11 for Loz, 4 for Morgs. And then what's Q-Wins? Sorry?
You are going to get 17 points back.
Yeah, boy!
Fuck yeah.
I will take that. Thank you. Oh.
Okay, so we have a,
Alright.
a bedroll. We have a
Cooking fire.
cooking fire.
The
And any
DM
other
will note that
doors.
the room looks particularly cozy.
Can I investigate it?
Certainly. Please roll investigation.
Have we got a long time left? I'm just wondering because it is getting a little bit late.
Yes, you are very close to the end. Was that a 10?
It was a 10.
Appears to be a warm and cozy room where someone might sleep or rest.
Is there anything written anywhere?
The desk appears empty. It has some blank paper and blank books on it, but it appears whatever research it was being used for has been taken elsewhere.
Right.
Any drawers?
What fuckwit sets up a series of booby traps for an office to have a nap with nothing at the end of it? Let's fucking tear this joint apart and get the hell out of here.
I'll remind you that there is also a door at the top of the room.
Let's fucking get that door.
The door.
Let me just check in. How is everyone doing for health, etc.? Because my sheet doesn't seem to update.
I think everybody should be good now.
We just
Have over
rectified a lot of
half.
issues.
Yeah, I just did
Alright,
that.
and just checking, we're going to leave the warm and cozy room set up for people
Oh,
to take
in
breaks
case we
in
wanted to rest.
before we
case
go
we
through the
wanted to
large door.
rest. We want to rest.
Look,
I'm happy to rest.
you can
I
take.
wouldn't mind a rest.
All right, let's take a moment and do a short stint here before we deal with
Take a
this.
short debrief, telling each other about the experiences that you've had and otherwise regaining your breath and your strength. You crouch around the fire for strength, pull out some rations and eat them. You feel much better rested. I believe you all gain half your maximum HP back, and depending on your class, you will gain spell or ability points back. Please adjust your character sheets accordingly and then be ready to move on.
Thank you. Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get any of my spell slots back, so I hope you guys don't die.
How many spell slots do you have?
One first level spell slot left. It's alright. Adapt or die.
You gain my focus points back.
Ooh.
For a particularly grueling fight and a good tale, you can take one of each spell level slot.
Ooh. As in get them back?
Please.
Yes, you may have a spell slot back. Loz, what did you say you were out of?
You. No, I get my focus points back. Because
I get them back?
Oh,
Awesome.
sure. Yeah, sure.
Alright, would you like to proceed through the door?
Yeah, let's get this hellscape over and done with.
How would you like to proceed through the door?
I'll take
Face
lead.
first.
Will you be strutting? Will you be kicking it down?
I will be peeking from behind someone. Knees.
Peeking from behind someone? Anyone else, or are we all peeking?
I mean, I'll boot it down. I don't care.
Alright.
Also know, as part of your rest, guys, that 5 extra health points raised your HP max, so you should be able to take on 5 extra points of health from that short rest, beyond what your normal health is.
Oh.
So, if you rolled hit dice and didn't get to use those to fill that gap, please fill the gap, because you have it. It's increased your maximum by 5 points.
Please do the thing.
Please do the thing. Do not die. I spent a very big spell to make that happen, so.
Alright, Pat, did you say you're knocking this door down?
Yeah, I'll kick it in.
Can I get a strength check?
Very nearly a 21, but it was a 6.
You kick this door, but you manage to slip on your planted foot as you do so, and instead fall on your back.
As you fall, I would like to place a hand on you and just be like, you're really taking a big hit today. I'm going to cast resistance to bludgeoning damage.
You hear like a little whisper. Would you kindly help me out, please?
No.
And you get up
No.
by yourself.
I'm
3 foot.
I'm a tortoise on my back at the moment.
Fine.
I would
feel
like.
you.
No. Before anyone does anything, I want to see if I can spin him.
Do it.
You appear to be spinning him.
You deserve this. You could have been talking to us this whole time. Can you only talk when you're lying down?
Or not.
All right.
Nonsense.
You get to take 1d4 of damage off your resistance of the damage that you take, by the way. That's the new version of this spell.
Alright, would anyone else like to take another attempt at the door?
Now I'm going to flip the turtle first.
Yep, you flip the turtle and he is upright, though he seems quite begrudging about the circumstances that just happened.
Chat says, you spin me right round, baby, right round.
Yes.
Spin me right round, baby, right round.
Like a
Okay.
record, baby, right round, right. Alright, door time.
Round.
Unless you wish to hang in the room longer.
Is there a lock if it's like locked?
You don't see any lock on it.
Okay, let's just go for it.
You pull the door back and it opens without resistance. A quick check, Pat. Do you still have your torch out?
Yes.
Your torch casts a bit of light out into the room. You see before you a large room, further back than even your dark vision can see. However, after about 5 meters of the room, it begins to tear up on a sloped staircase. Directly in front of you at the top of that staircase is a large stone altar, and gleaming off the torchlight, you see a large tiered ruby.
Oh, fucking there it
Behind it,
is.
barely noticeable in his black robes against the dark, you see a man. He does not seem to have noticed you yet. How would you like to proceed?
Oh, fucking there it is.
I throw a javelin at him.
All right. How far can you throw a javelin?
120 feet.
All right. Make a AC check for me, please.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
He will take 9 piercing damage and be slowed.
9 piercing and be slowed.
Yeah, so his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Did you say 9 damage?
Yes.
All right. If you could all please roll for initiative.
Let's go.
Got a 9.
I got a 15.
I may also have gotten a 15. It's a bit slow. 19.
19. All right.
23.
23. And sorry, Loz, what were you?
9.
9. Morg, with a 23, you may take the next move. What would you like to do?
Shoot him in the butt.
I want to get multiple hits, so I'm gonna have to go in and get up close and personal. I'll go in with my short sword.
You can move as far as about where the stairs start. You won't be able to reach him.
Oh, okay, then we'd better go to short bow then.
Oh crap, I forgot. Pat, I was meant to make you roll at disadvantage for firing uphill, but I'll get you to fire the short bow at disadvantage.
Okay, so I rolled 16 to hit.
Can you roll that with disadvantage? Sorry, the AC check with disadvantage.
Yes, I can. 17, so 16 was my worst.
17. You hit.
Okay. That was an 8.
8.
Yes.
And do you do anything else with your turn?
I think I will stay where I am. I think I won't do anything else.
Stay where you are. Obel, you are next. What would you like to do?
Pressure's on. Maybe I can finally cast Guiding Bolt and hit something. What do we think, team?
Go for it.
Do it. I believe in you.
I don't know that I do. Fucking that one.
I'm afraid that does not hit.
What an absolute waste of a spell slot. With my bonus action, I would like to swear convincingly. Almost
Please do
renouncing
so.
my god. Ah, you fucking... Just in the corner. I'm bleeped and there's like a fuzzy thing across my mouth. You've... how do you get...
Alright. Standing up at his altar, suddenly this hooded figure is hit with a javelin right in the hip, causing him to stumble backwards. Before he can regain his footing, an arrow pierces through his shoulder. This is what you call a bad day. As he looks up, a guiding bolt, was it, came towards him. However, he was able to quite easily dodge around it. The man then raises his hands and casts a spell at you all. Fire. Wait, one spell. No, I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw, I believe. Yes, dexterity saving throws, please.
18.
19.
16.
Okay, Morgs, Loz, and Obel, you guys will be taking half damage. Pat, you'll be taking full damage from the fireball that is hurled towards you.
I love that. Does anyone want turtle soup for dinner?
So that's 29 full damage, half for some of you. Obel, did I gift you a fire resistance ring?
I have a shield.
No, that's right. I took the fire resistance ring away. Never mind. So, 3 of you could take 14 damage, please, and Pat, if you could take 29. Unless you have any resists or other tricks up your sleeve.
I am not okay. I just thought, just in case it wasn't clear, I am not okay.
Man then yells out, "Always people interrupting my research." And his turn is ended. Loz, you are up.
So I try and persuade him not to attack us.
After he's taken the crossbow bolt.
He's taken an arrow and a javelin. I will, if you can roll a nat 20, then you can persuade him to lower his hand.
I can't.
Don't burn an action on that.
How is the room laid out?
It is a giant room that stretches across. About 5 meters in front of you and 20 meters behind you is just dirt and rock. Then there is 5 meters of a tiered staircase going upwards, upon which another flat then extends out beyond where you can see. Immediately in front of you at the top of the staircase is the large stone table, behind which our hooded man stands bleeding.
And where is the red stone?
On the table, in between you.
Okay, how many feet is that?
It'd be about 60 feet. No, sorry, that's not right. Let's say 40 feet.
Okay. I'm going to run up to it and grab it.
Do you not have 30 feet walking speed?
I have 40.
40, all right. You want to run up and grab the stone as your action?
Yep.
Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
Hide behind the altar.
You crouch down behind this stone altar. You know what? Give me a stealth roll.
Okay. I got an 8.
You
Nice.
crouch down, the top of your head not even lowering beneath the table as you stare directly into this man's face, holding the gem.
I'm 3 foot high. I don't think I could see over it.
Oh, okay. You did roll an 8 though, so you're not getting away with it.
Maybe she
No.
should get advantage though.
Because I am 3.
You
Unless
know
she
what?
gets-
You can have advantage, but if you fail, you're still failing.
That's valid.
You trip and fall. You're now prone
No, I
out the
failed.
other side of the
I'm a
table.
9.
Yep.
I'm a 9, yep. Fail.
You
Not
go
good
to
very
crouch
well.
down, but both your knees crack in frustration and you are forced back into standing up as your body refuses to cooperate.
Oh God, my knees. Yeah, too real.
That old dwarven arthritis.
That's a halfling. That's halfling arthritis.
Valid point. Valid point.
Yep.
Alright, Morgs, it is your turn once again. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm
You're
gonna
going to
go.
shoot him with a bow?
Yep.
Alright,
Am I
roll
taking
a-
an action?
Sorry?
Do I get an action?
You took your first action when you threw a javelin at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, 17 to hit.
Rolling at disadvantage as you're shooting a bow up an incline.
Actually, I get advantage this time because I hit him last turn and dealt damage, and so therefore I get advantage on my next attack roll against that creature before the
Alright.
end of my next
And
turn.
advantage and disadvantage will cancel each other out. You can take the 17, which hits.
Yep. So I hit for 5. No one's close enough for me to get sneak attack, are they?
I mean, Loz is pretty close.
Is she within 5 feet?
I'll give you 5 feet.
Oi, I'll take it.
Chat wants
Another
turtle soup,
six.
Pat.
Huh?
Chat wants turtle soup.
That's me.
Oh, no.
Another
Is that a
6,
6 total or 6 extra damage?
6 on top of my 5.
6 on top of the 5.
Yes.
The
and
hooded
I'm-
man takes the arrow, stumbling back, clearly clinging on. However, he stands back up, ready for whatever is next. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Obel, you are up next.
I'm going to turn to my turtle-like friend, slap him on the shell, and get at him, tiger! And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
How effective is Cure Wounds?
Remains to be seen. Hopefully it's good as last time.
15.
I'll take it.
Well, you don't have enough. Unless you'd like to roll to resist the heal.
You
No,
do
I'm
still
not
have
going to do that.
resistance. So, I mean, I know that
That's
it's fire
bludgeoning.
damage, but you have resistance to bludgeoning damage.
I'm aware.
Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
Nope, that is it. That is me.
Pat, you rolled a 9, didn't you?
No, I rolled a 15.
15. Good thing I checked. You are up next. What would you like to do?
Cool. I'm going to move forward as far as I can and launch another javelin at him.
Alright, you move about halfway up the stairs and then launch Javelin. As you are still on an incline, I'm going to get you to roll AC with disadvantage.
Cool. Let me just find my javelin. There it is. That's an 8.
You hurl your Javelin at this hooded figure, who remains slightly limp and hunched over. However, unfortunately, you miss and it sails by his shoulder. Is there anything else you would like to do in your turn?
No, I'm good.
Loz, what would you like to do?
Is there an exit?
There is a door. You could run to about the entrance of the door with your 40 feet, but you wouldn't be able to get through it.
I'm
Also,
gonna
if
do
you
that.
do move backwards, you will be provoking a attack of opportunity.
I thought she wasn't within 5 feet.
She is because Morg's got the bonus for being within 5 feet. She's
Oh,
just
okay.
on the opposite side of a table to him.
Damn it. Oh, I think I might die if I leave this radius. I'm gonna die if I stay in it. I'm gonna have to leave.
Do you have an action?
I do, yes.
You can
Man
take
is
the
standing
disengage
there
action.
bleeding. Would you like to take an action instead?
I'm taking a disengage action. To leave this space safely.
Okay, you take your action to disengage, and then you would like to walk away.
Yes.
I feel
as far
like
as
run
can.
is still the
Yeah. I would
You
like to
make your
dash
way,
too.
you disengage from the man, which doesn't really seem to be too hard given he's stumbling around. And then run as fast as you can for as long as you can, making it as far as the door before the man has his turn.
And I'm also going to yell out to her, being like, we should leave now.
Do we have to go back through that maze of rooms though?
Oh,
Loz, can you please make a constitution saving throw for me as the man casts blindness on you?
Constitution saving? Can it be anything else?
I'm afraid not.
That's valid. I got a 7.
You are now blinded and cannot see anything.
Couldn't see much to begin with, but fair.
The man then turns to Pat and is casting fear. Can you please make a wisdom saving throw, Pat?
Certainly. That is a dirty 20.
You laugh at this man's cast. You're not afraid of him. He is bleeding. He is stumbling. He is on his last legs. What is there to be afraid of? And with that, our man ends his turn. Morgs, it is once again your turn. What would you like to do?
So are we just trying to get out?
I mean, you can if you
Yep.
want.
Well, I don't think he's that like we can finish him off. Or do we want to run?
Look, I ain't got a lot in the tank, but I'll follow you guys wherever you want to go.
All right. Well, I'll give him one last, and then I'll run. Okay. We'll go for shot bow again, and again I have advantage from last time, so no disadvantage.
I'll cancel out advantages and disadvantages, so whatever you roll is your roll.
I'm now 1.
I'm afraid your short bow is going to miss this stumbling target. You fire what you think is true, but as he stumbles to the side, clutching his wound, the arrow sails overhead.
Okay. Well, I'll go for the door then, since we're on our way out. We've got the ruby and whatever.
If that's what you'd like to do, are you running to the door or running through it?
I'll go to the door and wait for the team.
All right, you go several paces to the door. Where now
We'll see if it opens.
you, Loz, and Obel, I believe, are all together at the door. Is there anything else you would like to do in your turn?
No.
Obel, what would you like to do?
I'm going to tap Pug on the butt and cast Lesser Restoration. So your blindness is cured.
Easy fix. Anything else?
Can we get out of here, please? This is getting too much, and I'm just kind of sapped.
You're saying this to them? Are you walking, leading, or are you waiting for them?
I'll just go to the door and try and open it as well if I can. I'll walk through it.
You never close the door.
Yeah, I'm walking back through the door.
Walk back through the door. How far would you like to walk? As far as you
As
can?
far as I am able.
Would you like to take a left or a right when you exit the door?
Left.
You turn left, make it to the next door, and that is the extent of your movement.
Awesome.
Pat, what would you like to do?
Am I able to reach him with my movement this turn?
If you give me an athletics check to jump over the table, you can reach him. Actually, you have a long weapon. You can reach him from the other side of the table, sure.
I can do the athletics check if you want.
Yeah, do it. Drag it over the table.
Okay, let's not do that. I did a 7.
You run up to him, attempting to dive over this table, but catch your own leg. You instead find yourself lying on the table, but well within reach of our hooded figure.
I smile at him and I say, "Nice fireball. I want your head." And I swing my great axe at him.
Please give me an AC roll.
That is a 17 to
A
hit.
17 hits.
That is a 9 for damage.
A 9. And for the sake of storytelling, can you give me a strength roll?
I mean, sure, if that wasn't enough, I can action surge. That's an 11 on my strength check.
You cleave your axe towards this man's head, hoping to take it off as a trophy. However, your axe falls short, getting halfway into his neck, severing his spine, but alas, not getting you your trophy.
Well, it's a
Man's
good thing I
eyes
have an action surge then, because I'm getting that head.
Very well, take your surge, sir.
17 to hit.
A 17 does indeed hit a dead body.
8 slashing damage.
The action need from you is another strength roll to see if you can make it through the rest of his flesh.
That is a 21.
You effortlessly cleave through his head as his body goes to drop through the ground, almost as if it were a baseball in mid-air. His head goes flying in one direction, his body in the other, as his lifeless corpse now begins to bleed out all into the dirt.
I cheer and hold his head high.
Are we calling this done now?
I like
dead.
pull the head through the door.
You have the ruby, you have killed the assailant. Your only decision now is what are you going to do with it?
Check the body for anything else that he may have stolen. Head back to town.
Loot, leave.
Lotus corpse!
On his corpse,
Definitely.
you find boots of levitation, a ring of mind shielding, his bloodied and damaged robe, and an amulet that you don't recognize.
Hey, take the lot.
Okay, you take the lot. Would you like to do an arcana check on the amulet, or are you not worried?
I mean, I can, but, like, for the sake of time, maybe not.
Skip it. The only question is, what do you want to do with the gem?
Take it back to town.
Get it down.
Our
Yeah,
heroes
that check was
return to the
16.
mine, going back into where they once found an abyss. They simply find the original door that they entered the cave through. Exiting it, they make their way back to town and restore the gem, where there is cheering crowds and a small bag of gold handed over. People begin to graffiti art of their faces onto walls of houses, as they feel like heroes, even if their wallets may not quite match it.
So glam, so stunning. Look at me go. Alright, cool. So
In
we
the
get
middle of the museum, I erect one of my javelins with his head on it, next to the ruby.
I'd
The
like to
mayor
cast
seems
mending
uneasy.
on
You
it.
get the feeling that this won't last, but that they're tolerating it while you're here.
Cast mending on it just to try and keep it in like good shape for a bit.
Magic taxidermy.
And I believe that is it. Thank you all very much. That definitely went longer than I thought it would. But hopefully you guys had some fun, and hopefully chat had some fun as well.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah,
chat
good
seemed to be
work.
having a great time.
Good work, and like I said, like every one shot, we got stuck on the second encounter. But good job, Wombat. It was a great first session.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Woo!
having me along for the ride.
Thank you, Wombat.
We will
On
see
that
you
note,
guys.
guys, I need to split. Take care.
Bye.
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 Bye, guys.
Bye.